With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow, his taste are low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. Or DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is child can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a bike pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil's light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Janet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Monday the 12th of December 2022. We have a wee slight technical problem. The Wheel of Names website which I use to pick a random thing, you know, for the bingo card to pick it, the bastard's not fucking loading properly. I control an F5 or something, and it matters not, it just, you know, it just does this. So, I decided that I think we should use the word update. The word update I think is very fitting because Phil mentioned it here. As you can see on his Twitter, he has come to an very important decision regarding this weekend's schedule and the Street Fighter 6 closed beta. So I think he is going to use the word update here. So, profits like new PC fundraiser. This is not a problem at my end. I don't think it's loading for anyone. Anyone can test wheelofnames.com. I think they'll probably get the same sort of issue. All I know is it's not loading for me. Refresh the damn thing when it's just stuck on this page, so they fucking go. Everything else is perfect fucking fine. So I think the problem with the website rather than anything else. All I know is it's fucking not doing much for me. But I think the word update would be quite appropriate here, in my opinion, because Phil is planning to post an update on what he's doing this weekend regarding Street Fighter and the fucking beta. And he even says on his chat, got an update regarding the weekend's schedule. I think many of you are like, we're not sure what Phil's going to do this weekend yet. But he has something, oh, for fuck's sake, the website's working for other fucking people. But it's not working for fucking me. So, fucking me, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Update a browser. Browser's fucking fine. Everything else is perfectly fucking fine. Everything loaded, everything else loaded perfectly fucking fine. Even the tips tracker, with all the information that's on the fucking tips tracker, all that loaded perfectly fine for me. Only thing that's not fucking loading for me perfectly well is this fucking random Wheel of Names website. So, I think the word update is quite appropriate, in my opinion, to use for today's bingo card. And because Phil, let's try to talk about updating restart Chrome. I did. I restarted Chrome and everything. Heather says Phil's pay packages are on to you and are DDoSing you to keep you from using the site. Nah, nothing like that. I don't know what it is, but all I know is, you know, it is what it fucking is. But I'm going to use the word update because fuck that. We will not be denied. So, we need a number. That number has to be between 1 and 227. The first number in chat I see, which contains the number 3, will be the card I picked for today's bingo. Caught some of you bastards out, if I can drag an early number in there sneakily. Heather P was the first number I saw, which contained the number 3. Tommy on Misguided and Francisco Ramos Maija all fucking fell for the trap of putting the numbers before hearing the criteria. So Heather P beat you out to the punch and suggested the card number 3. So we're going to pick the third bingo card which has the word update in it. This won't take fucking long. 1, 2, 3, here we fucking go. This is today's bingo card, guys, for our festivities today. We've got the top row saying comment positive, oh, thumbs up, and him doing phone stuff. and him saying wrong, necessarily, chill, business, and it is what it is. And him scratching his stash, reality, snort, a wire, a T-pose, and by the way, the fourth row is him having dead air, absolutely, literally, update, and you guys. And the final row is him saying, people saying, gifted memberships, him using hateful slurs, him laughing, and him saying, good news. I think this is quite a good card. I say that all the fucking time, I know. The one thing I'm a bit worried about is this one. Business. Business is the one thing I am a little bit worried about. I'd say the two things that might kill us would be reality and business. Those are two things I'm a little bit concerned about. Other than that, I can see everything else coming in. So, yeah. This is today's bingo card. I do hope it is to everyone's liking. And, yeah, I will save it now before I forget to. Because I have forgotten to in the past. Embarrassingly. Oh, the shame of it all. The shame of forgetting to save a bingo card. But there we fucking go. Fantastic stuff. The bingo card has been fucking saved. So yeah, slight technical problems aside, a couple of wee things just to fucking randomly go over. I have calculated all of the updates that TG Gamebox made on Phil's spending in WWE Champions throughout the month, and I have come to the conclusion that Phil has spent at least $3,000 within the space of a month so far on WWE Champions. That is basically between the 12th of November and now, essentially. He had spent about $570, I think, on, WWE Champions since Friday, but he had far heavier spending a couple of weeks ago. So, the fact of the matter is, you add it all up, he spent at least $3,000 on that fucking mobile game since, in the space of a month. So, yeah. Also, Phil's memberships have gone down. He is down to 475 members. So, yeah, he lost a couple again, I think. Because I think he had gone down before and then went back up a wee bit, but now he's back down to 475 now, so he is precisely 100 members away from his beloved goal. And he is about, 12 days away, essentially, as well, because he needs to get these fucking members in before Christmas. If he does not hit the goals before Christmas, it ain't happening, because you're going to lose 113 members on Christmas Day, which will be quite fucking hilarious. But, yeah. I am going to get a game set up. I'll turn the music up. I'll mute myself, and you guys can enjoy Moocat's music while I get the game all set up. So, yeah. Enjoy music, guys.
Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. I'm half kind of European mix. European style, Asian fusion style. Tips, greasy hair. Pasta once a week. Authentic style, Asian fusion style. Italian.
Guess what else we're gonna add?
What?
Sausage. Italian sausage. That's gonna go in here too.
I love sausage. I have had many varieties.
Italian life. Italian wife. Italian bills. Italian dark side filth. Italian life. Italian wife. Italian chill. Italian can't give her a pill. Why do you pretend to be Italian? I don't. I'm not full-blooded Italian. That'd be ridiculous for me to claim. I'm a quarter Italian. I am 1/4 Polish, and then I'm half kind of European mix. It complements the flavor perfectly. And it's so weird because it's nothing like any other cuisine. It really isn't. I can't even tell you another cuisine that tastes like that. But it's so good. And what I like about Mediterranean food is usually when you get it, you get such a good variety of stuff. Like I got, it came with hummus and pitas. You dip the pitas in the hummus, and that was delicious. Robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. Robust. They came with their rice, which is the seasoned rice that just tastes, again, it tastes kind of different from other cultures' rices. It has peas and carrots, but it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad, which was like lettuce, tomato, onion, robust, insanely flavorful chicken. It's not dry. It's freaking robust. Give me this dipping sauce, garlic infused dipping sauce. Robust. I will tell you guys is thus. Robust. 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 We went and got dinner. Now, this was a double-edged sword. We knew that the restaurant we were going to was probably going to be good. It was a very high-end Chinese-style, Asian fusion-style restaurant, okay?
I love how that ends. I love how that ends. Chinese style, Asian fusion style fucking restaurant. Jesus Christ. Just throw all the fucking styles in there, Phil. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'll just fix the volume. Can I get a fucking... You ever try and slide the fucking music volume to a precise number and you fucking keep going in between them? That's what's happening to me there. But I got it where I wanted to. There we go. Phil is due to go live any second now, apparently. We might have time for a sneaky little detractor clip. Let me see if I can find it and see if it'll fucking play fast enough. Hang on. So before he even plays... Okay, Phil's still not fucking live yet. This won't take too long. Oh, also...
Piece of shit.
Hold on. Phil ranted on fucking whined on his fucking last night playing God of War. He had time for a very sneaky, unrecorded begment. A good few of you guys caught this, but in case you've not seen this, this is worth seeing.
And I couldn't move. It was just constant hits against my fucking body. Piece of shit fucking game. Really. So I'm splitting the part. I'm just gonna keep playing, obviously. I'm just gonna keep playing. I just gotta wait for the part to save here. No break today. Guys, it would really be great if you could support the stream. There's been no support in 2 hours. And I'm working my best here to win. We have tons of viewership. Obviously, you guys know how to support the stream. This is my only stream of the day. It sure would be great if you could support in any way. Okay?
I just fucking love it. It's like he times how fucking long it's been since some fucking moron gave him fucking money to play poorly at a fucking game and waste everyone's fucking time. Big fucking deal, Phil. You're not entertaining it, obviously. Obviously, you're doing fucking something wrong. Obviously, in that fucking instance, you're not doing anything fucking worth meriting giving you fucking money. You had to fucking guilt people into fucking giving you money at the end of the fucking time. Fucking 2 hours. So, in the next hour of gameplay, Phil would go on to get over $120 in tips. 100 of those dollars were from the same anonymous person who just happened to feel so fucking sorry for him and gave him two $50 donations. It was extremely fucking cringe. People use Phil begging like this as a theory as to so people think that Phil's interview is not happening anymore, and they think this kind of beggment here is proof of that, because Phil was trying to cut back on the begging because he's trying to make a good impression to people. Is I've cut back on the begging, and because Moist Critical as well called him in it less than a month ago. But nah, I don't know. It's one of those things where Phil did it in between recordings. So I'm not sure. Backleak says, I bet he talks about how he managed to crank out all the Patreon videos for about 30 minutes. Possible. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going back and forth here, bro, just in case Phil starts going live. He's due to go live any fucking second, apparently. There's a wee bit slight more to this, I think.
Alright.
Or was that it? I think actually that was it, and he fucking starts recording again for fucking gameplay. It's the fucking sheer like of it though, man. Like, oh, it's been 2 hours since fucking people gave me fucking support. He has over 400 people on his stream. He hit the bubbles goal, the lights goal, so he got to fucking blow bubbles for his fucking dead heads. But they didn't give him money for 2 whole hours, and he had to let them fucking know about it. And that's like, what? I mean, just that's to fucking, deal with it. Just try and be better, try and be more entertaining, try and... At the end of the day though, he reverts back to his fucking tried and tested, guys, please give me money because I'm not getting enough money from you morons. He resorts to fucking begging. He resorts to sort, guilt tripping. Hey guys, I'm trying my best for you to be entertaining. I'm trying my best to play this game for you. At the end of the fucking day, it's always going to come down to his fucking fans, and he's always going to come down hard on his fans for not doing enough for him. When it should be the other way around. He should be doing plenty to get his fans interested and invested in him and his content. But it's the other way around, for fuck's sake. It's just unreal. That's the thing as well. Phil got enough money right at the end of the fucking night for a vest.
Alright, we're just going.
Did he wear a vest?
You're not far away from all.
Nope, no vest. In fact, he didn't even bother to update the total of the stream. You can actually see it on the tracker here if you go to tips raw. Actually, I keep. For fuck's sake, Phil's going live. Okay. Long story short, Phil's a scummy piece of shit. We all knew that. You guys all know the rules of bingo. 25 snorts from Phil equals a free space. 50 snorts equals 2 free spaces. If Phil blows bubbles before he starts recording for gameplay, that is also a free space. 25 squares means one of you guys wins a prize in chat. Good luck, guys. Here we fucking go. Oh yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and happy holidays. It's time for the Level 1 podcast. We're all busy having fun down here on Level 1, and today we've got a very eventful show because there's so many updates to talk about today. Seriously, we got good stuff, we got bad stuff. It's a good mix, but I think that you guys overall will enjoy the show. Notably, number one, I have an update regarding private Patreon React videos, which I'd like to, talk a little bit publicly about because I spent all of last night doing them. I want to kind of do an update on how those are going and also some criteria moving forward to try to avoid issues. Number two, big schedule updates and changes for this week. Notably, I am here all day today streaming, which I didn't know if I was going to be able to be because I had so many private React videos to do this month, but I got them all done last night, and I'll talk about that. So that means tonight we are doing a late stream, which is excellent. It's always good to be here for a full streaming day instead of only a half day. Also, I'd like to directly have an update on tomorrow's schedule based on what happened on yesterday's streams, so we'll talk about that. Also, we have a very, very large update regarding this weekend's coming schedule. In particular, the Street Fighter 6 closed beta. All right, I would like to talk about this and let you know what I'm going to do covering it, because at this point, there are some changes. All right, and they're important changes, and I actually think there's changes that you guys are going to like, because as usual, I'm listening. I'm taking in all of your input. I'm taking in all of your feedback. I'm trying to understand exactly what it is that you guys want. All right, and after having listening to the opinion of my viewers, my audience this week, there seems to be a consensus of opinion regarding this weekend schedule. And therefore, I would like to, once again, just like I did with the Pokemon Scarlet streams, bringing them back to the daytime streams, I would like to give you what you want. And so I will do my absolute best to do that this coming weekend, and we'll talk about that today. There's actually some game news updates today. Some interesting things going on. In regards to, hold on a second here, because I have the story saved. In regards to an upcoming From Software game, free games coming to Prime Gaming that I'd like to talk about, as well as some updates on the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, which is really good news, and even a positive update regarding Twitter. So we got some good stuff to talk about on the podcast today. It won't be just Q&A the whole session, because I actually have topics. Holy crap. A podcast with topics, that's like avant-garde shit. That's like next level. How could we be on the Level 1 podcast when I have topics? No. Officially today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeming this the Level 1.2 podcast, because we're 1/5 of the way to Level 2 as of today. Don't worry, tomorrow we'll just regress right back. All right. Where do we begin? Let's start with last night, because last night, I should tell you what today is. Duh. Today is Monday, the 12th of December 2022. We are now halfway to Christmas. I know, this month is flying by, isn't it? So allow me to talk about what I did last night. Allow me to talk. Money, yeah. Money. Oh, money, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Black Mage. For Super Chat, it says he spent $600 last night without a new JPEG. Wrecked. I can go even better than that. Since Friday, he has spent almost, $600, but in the space of a month, he has spent at least $3,000 on WWE Champions. In the space of like 30 days, he has spent $3,000 on that fucking mobile game. But yeah, since Friday though, it's like $570 odd or something like that, at least. So yeah, Phil, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much his fans give him, Phil's just going to find some easy way to fucking piss it all away, usually on WWE Champions, but also on things like DoorDash and alcohol and all the usual kind of things like that, because Phil is just so self-destructive when it comes to his life and his finances. Money is like, it's like giving a fucking, somebody... It's like giving some sort of fucking crack deal or some fucking like heroin to fucking... It's like, what the fuck, Phil? No, money is very fucking dangerous to Phil. It really is, it's like, it's ridiculously fucking hurtful to him because he does not know how to fucking handle it appropriately. And he just squanders it so unnecessarily. And he's throwing his fucking life away by fucking throwing this fucking amount of money on some stupid shit like that when he could be doing so much fucking better things in his life, not just for him, but for his fucking family as well. But there you go, that's Phil for you. This is why Phil is a fucking lol cow.
It's flying by, isn't it? So allow me to talk about what I did last night. Allow me to talk about some updates on the Christmas events, and then we'll get to the next subject at hand. So last night I didn't stream, and that's an oddity. It's a rarity. Usually I'm here 6 days a week, 2 streams a day, full-time streaming, right? You guys know me. I'm like clockwork. I'm consistent. A lot of people love that consistency and the level of prolific content that I create every day, right? I'm one of the most prolific content creators out there with the amount that I put out in 1 week. So, basically, last night I didn't stream. Why? Because last night I was busy. I had to film private react videos for my patrons for the month of December. Now, this was in conjunction with pledges from last month, as well as people who renewed their pledges on the 1st of December. So it was actually hard for me to tally up exactly how many videos I had to make because I hadn't really sat down and looked at it yet. I didn't even know how many I had to do. Okay? Now, what does this mean? Allow me to explain. I have a Patreon at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. It's Patreon, I think you pronounce it, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This has been in effect for many years. When I first started my Patreon many years ago, it was very different. It was in conjunction with projects on YouTube, and we had goals for special events. Since I became a full-time live streamer in 2017, pretty much the focus on my Patreon has fallen out of favor. I don't really talk about it that much. It really is kind of a separate entity from what I do here on YouTube. When you really think about it, there's kind of a separation between the content I put out here and stuff that I do on Patreon, because the people who are pledging on Patreon are basically saying, listen, we like you, we like your content, but we're not interested in interacting on your streams. We just want to do ongoing support behind the scenes. That's pretty much what it is. And I'm not saying that you're not getting benefits and rewards for pledging to my Patreon. You do. There's still things such as premium forum access, getting your questions answered for sure on my Ask the King bi-monthly Q&A show, and it was always, if you pledge $50 or more to my Patreon, you get a private Q&A video. Now, originally, this was the way to have a direct line of discussion with me, when normally I didn't do that kind of stuff. But that was many years ago, when I became a full-time streamer, and I started doing live Q&A with you guys pretty much every day on stream. The focus on doing those private videos completely faded away. And what ended up happening was, in the last 2-3 years, pretty much no one was pledging at that level anymore because they felt they weren't getting much benefit. But then earlier this year, and I will give credit where credit is due, a viewer named Slayer came up with an idea. He said, Phil, this is pretty interesting. You're doing React content now on your channel. You're reacting to documentaries. You're reacting to other YouTube channels. You're doing major projects. This is how you don't play. You're doing all this stuff. Why don't you react to stuff that viewers want? And why don't viewers have the ability to request a private video where you can react to whatever they want? And I said, well, there's a lot of gray area and a lot of issues here. When you're asking me to react to something, how do you know that it's legal? What truly makes something a transformative work when it comes to React-style content? A judge made a ruling about this a year or two ago and essentially said anything you're reacting to makes it a transformative work. YouTube does not agree with the judge. Just to be honest, they don't. On YouTube, if you're reacting to a piece of licensed or copywritten content, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get content ID matched, you're going to get blocked, you're going to get copyright strikes. They don't care about fair use on YouTube. Their idea is, legally slap you with something and then you clean it up on the back end if you're the person negatively affected.
Is this motherfucker seriously bitching and whining about fucking YouTube policies when he is somehow fucking still on the platform despite being so racist, so homophobic, so sexist and so fucking vulgar in general for the past fucking decade and a half? This motherfucker has been on YouTube in general since like fucking 2007, 2008. In various fucking different guises and different channels, whatever, and he has been an absolute toxic, horrible piece of shit to so many fucking people during that fucking time with the most horrible. And it's not only the fucking language fucked about times and the fucking way he presents himself and his attitude in general, but he caters every single fucking video of his is always fucking catered to safe for children. This video you're watching right now from Phil, on Phil's perspective, not in mine, this stream is set as not fucking safe for children because I know I fucking swear. We kiddies should not be fucking hearing this angry Scotsman swear like a fucking sailor. But Phil though, he absolutely has his fucking videos, every single stream, every single video is set to safe for children, which is he's just trying to fucking capitalise on better ad revenue because obviously fucking, you know, especially around the Christmas time, look at all the toys that these kids can fucking get for fucking Christmas, and Phil's trying to present himself. So, you know, I play video games, you know, like all your favourite fucking kiddie streamer games. No, Phil, fucking your content is not fucking suitable for children. Your language is vulgar, you're vulgar, and yet he's still on YouTube. He's still allowed to fucking do this as a fucking living on YouTube. And he's bitching about YouTube policies, would not be able to fucking react to fucking anything on the fucking, you know, in the world on YouTube because of fucking copyright fucking shit. No, fuck off, Phil. Do not fucking bite the hand that feeds you.
Okay, so when Slayer came up with this idea, admittedly, I was very skeptical about it. I didn't know how it was going to work. But Slayer said, let's give it a shot. And originally he pledged the $50, and I did a private react video for him to K-pop music videos. I had little to no exposure to K-pop whatsoever. It was me basically trying to draw parallels between K-pop and American pop music from like the 1990s when I used to watch things like MTV regularly. And basically, he really liked it. He really, really liked it. He liked the video so much he uploaded it to YouTube. And then, of course, certain people found it. I'm not going to say who. And it got...
He fucking made it available on his fucking YouTube channel. Certain people found it. What the fuck? I mean, well, poor fucking Slayer probably thinks he's like fucking, you know, getting... Imagine fucking paying $50 fucking to get Phil's fucking thoughts on something you really fucking like. Obviously Slayer's a fucking big fan of things like K-pop, whatever. He has to pay Phil $50 to get his actual fucking thoughts on K-pop. And Phil doesn't think there's anything wrong with exploiting Slayer like this. Why the fuck could Phil just like, hey Phil, when you got fucking time, check out K-pop and tell me what you think of it. So not telling you to fucking go your way, just fucking when you got a bit of time, how about you fucking check out this K-pop band and let me know what you fucking think. No, Phil's like, no, if you want me to give you my thoughts, my precious time to give you my thoughts on something, to take time out of my busy schedule, scratching my arse and fucking doing nothing, then you give me $50 up fucking front, and then I'll fucking give you a fucking me video telling you my fucking thoughts on this fucking subject. And that's not fucking exploitative at all. Slayer had this fucking solid idea, but he's one of those things where it's like, oh, Phil's going to fucking monetize absolute shit out of this. Charging fucking people money so you can fucking give your fucking uneducated thoughts on something you probably like that you want to fucking respond to.
A little bit of traction on YouTube because people were like, oh, this is kind of unique. Phil does not do this on his normal streams. He's a gamer. But to see him react to something completely different is something interesting, and we like this. So, what ended up happening, not only did Slayer continue to pledge and purchase these private react videos, but then other people started doing so. And what I saw was over the course of this year, I saw people starting to ask me to react to things like scientific videos, like about space-time, to comedians, to tourism videos, some inspirational or big thought thinker videos. Hell, I reacted to a historical video last night. I reacted to a lot of stuff over the last 6 months or so since this kind of started to become a thing. Now, here's the thing. You don't hear me talk about it much in my content for a couple particular reasons. Number one, it really doesn't have anything to do with this content, right? Really, what does the private react videos have to do with what I do in my level 1 podcast or what I do with gameplay streams? Nothing. But really unrelated. It's kind of a side thing, a way to make a few extra bucks each month. and a way for me to branch out a little bit and do something a little bit different. Okay, admittedly,
a few extra bucks each month. One video is $50 fucking dollars. Phil usually now these days has like 4, 5, 6 videos. So this is $200 to $300 extra every month minimum. Now, in fact, I can give you the precise fucking number because thanks to Piece of Peace and his magnificent fucking tracker, we have the metrics for it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I better go full screen. So here we fucking go. The right hand side. Let me just scroll slightly to the right. Phil, his Patreon's actually gone down slightly in December. He's down to $367, but you can see how low it was before. It was as low as $262 at one point in his Patreon. And since Slair's Genius V idea, he's gone from like 262, and now he's at 367. And it was 372 last month. Jesus, man, look at the fucking difference in performance for fucking success stories, man. This YouTube payment, this November YouTube payment that's going to hit him on the 21st is going to sting like a motherfucker for him. This is his, this payment he's going to have coming up is going to be one of his lowest ever fucking payments. This is a rough December for Phil. No wonder he's sending us so fucking desperately for some more fucking contributions. Because you can see, going by fucking, like, look at the daily summary of how he's fucking been doing. With just things in general. Like, also, this is going down, and like the most recent is at the top. So despite the fucking desperation begging yesterday that fucking saw Phil get, his fucking vest go hit, didn't do anything. Other than that though, the night streams have been fucking disastrous for him. Phil has had how many fucking different things is that? 10. This is 10 night streams in a row Phil has had without being able to wear a fucking hat. The day streams are doing okay, but they usually get hats every now and then, and doesn't often get a fucking vest as well unless he's playing fucking Pokemon. So that's bringing Pokemon back into the fucking fold. It's like fucking Yaldi's fucking happy days. Although I didn't get the fucking vest cool when he brought it back up, but you get what I'm fucking saying though. Phil is desperate for fucking higher, tips than usual because he knows he's going to have a very rough month with his November pay when it comes in December. So, no, this is probably why he's really trying to push tips, but he's trying his best not to sound so fucking hypocritical and not be so fucking blatant as he used to fucking be. But the mask keeps subbing every single fucking day, and every single day he does sound more fucking desperate to try and get fucking money off his fans. And he keeps fucking bringing up support. How yesterday's fucking podcast, for example, he fucking kept bringing up all the different fucking methods that people can fucking contribute.
It's not very related. That's number one. Number two, if I just opened up the ability for everyone to just get a video, all right, I would literally become a private reactor making content for a paid audience, and that's not what I want, okay? Although there's lots of people out there who that's what they, for example, people have a Cameo, right?
What? Can I have Phil repeat that?
All right. $1 each month, and a way for me to branch out a little bit and do something a little bit different, okay?
Repeat this again, please. Please repeat what you just said here.
Admittedly, it's not very related. That's number one. Number two,
yes.
If I just opened up the ability for everyone to just get a video, all right, I would literally become a private reactor making content for a paid audience.
As opposed to the public one you are now, that way you do not get enough fucking money given to you, you fucking stop recording and fucking remind your audience that you've not had any fucking support in 2 hours. So you don't want... You do it publicly, which is perfectly fucking fine to you, but you don't want to do it privately. Is that the fucking difference here? That's what I'm fucking saying. The two are the exact fucking same, except one's fucking private and one's fucking public. So yeah, it's basically the same fucking thing, Phil.
And that's not what I want, okay?
It's what you fucking are.
Okay? Although there's lots of people out there who that's what they, for example, people have a Cameo, right? They literally only make videos if you pay them. And then they'll make a video. These are like B, C, D-list celebrities and people like that. And a lot of them make some good money doing it. From what I understand, they make good bank doing that kind of stuff, okay? So there's nothing wrong with getting that bag, I guess, in that regard. But that's not what I'm about. The reason I started on YouTube 14 years ago was because I was a lifelong gamer who had a passion, and I wanted to share that passion for video games with the world.
Phil, What is the fucking difference between a cameo and what you do in Patreon for private fucking reacts? It's, when you boil it down to it, it's the same fucking thing. You are being paid to react to something that you've been told to fucking react to. Cameo is essentially the same fucking thing. Sometimes people are given lines to try and cover whatever, but it's the same fucking thing essentially.
And I wanted to show my observations and my funny kind of improv commentary for when I played video games to an audience. And then later on, as I took it more professionally and more seriously, I wanted to put out good game reviews. I wanted to put out more quality playthroughs that represented these games in full. And then when I became a full-time interactive streamer, I wanted to be someone who was, you know, having cool, meaningful interactions with his audience. And you know, I basically evolved over the years. But the reason I do this content is not this. It's because I feel like I'm doing something meaningful for the world. And people tell me this every...
No, fuck this fucking fuck. Don't you rewind this? Don't you rewind this fucking thing from last night? I'm going to rewind this fucking thing from last night. Oh, actually, I really should just kind of refresh it maybe.
They put me against the wall and I couldn't move. It was just constant hits against my fucking body.
So he's not in it for the money, remember guys. He is not in this for the fucking money. He's in this to provide meaningful content. Now remember those fucking words when Phil then says it's from last fucking night.
Piece of shit fucking game. Really. So I'm splitting the part. I'm just going to keep playing, obviously. I'm just going to keep playing. I just got to wait for the part to save here. No break today. Guys, it would really be great if you could support the stream. There's been no support in 2 hours.
But Phil, you're in this sort of fucking meaningful content. It's about the fucking, you know, people watching you have a passion for the game and playing the fucking game. As you fucking sit there and say, ah, stupid fucking game, stupid game fucking developers. And then you fucking remind your fucking audience that, oh, they're the fucking ones that are in the wrong here. It's their fucking fault you're so fucking angry and salty and bitter because they've not fucking supported you in 2 fucking hours. Boo fucking who? You got 400 people in your fucking stream. And you have no fucking tips in the last 2 fucking hours and you're fucking bitching and whining and moaning about it. But you're not in this sort of bag. You're not in this sort of fucking money, Phil. No, fucking heaven forbid anyone should ever fucking dare criticise you and say that you're in this sort of fucking money.
And I'm working my best here to win. We have tons of viewership. Obviously, you guys know how to support the stream. This is my... Obviously, you fucking morons in my fucking chat know how to fucking support this fucking stream. You guys know where the fucking button is to fucking tip me. You guys don't need enough fucking hints. I have thrown so many fucking hints up there already for you motherfuckers in my stupid fucking chat to give me fucking money, and it's been 2 fucking hours. Hint, hint, motherfuckers. The bat signal's in the fucking air. Hurry up and pay up because your fucking leader is asking for money now. I am no longer asking, I am demanding money now. That is what his fucking message is coming across as. You guys know how to fucking support me now. Playing.
Say it again, Phil.
I just gotta wait for the part to save here. No break today.
One more time.
Guys, it would really be great if you could support the stream. There's been no support in 2 hours. And I'm working my best here to win. We have tons of viewership. Obviously, you guys know how to support the stream. This is my only stream of the day.
And then you got fucking... The thing you done at night was not you doing it from goodness your heart. The thing you done at night was something you were already paid for by your fans to fucking do, and you're so irresponsible with your fucking time that you hadn't done it yet. That night thing you did was like $300 worth of fucking stuff that you got paid already to do. Fucking moron.
Every day, which is why I still have a dedicated viewer base, despite all the slander and nonsense that happens against me every single day on the internet. So, because of that, I keep it up. And that, again, is...
Yeah. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to IP2 Always Wins for the tip. He says, did I see how he got salted every day about not getting props or recognition for being the first and the one starting food reviews on YouTube? I heard about it. I didn't see the clip exactly, but it does not surprise me if Phil tries to fucking go... No, actually, I did see it. Somebody like said it in a comment to him or something, or a contribution, you know, and said like, you know, you should do like food reviews. And he's like, oh, you mean like DSP Tries It, which I fucking started years and years ago before anyone else was fucking doing it? Yeah, I fucking seen that shit. I did see that shit. And Phil, as usual, is a fucking moron for thinking he's a fucking, you know, originator and fucking, you know, instigator of fucking people fucking, you know, eating food on fucking YouTube and talking about fucking food on YouTube. Like Gordon Ramsay ain't got shit on fucking Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell gave Gordon Ramsay the idea for Kitchen Nightmares. Gordon Ramsay was on YouTube one fucking night, just fucking browsing random channels, and he came across Phil cooking in his wee tiny fucking kitchen in Connecticut, and he seen him pour fucking bacon grease down the fucking toilet, and Gordon Ramsay's like, oh, maybe I should try that for my content. Yeah, that's how I'll make it fucking big in America. Yeah, let's go that. Let's do that shit there. Okay. So yeah, Phil Burnell giving Gordon Ramsay all the fucking amazing ideas for what he can do with his fucking shows. Never mind the fact that Kitchen Nightmares started before Phil Burnell ever done anything on YouTube. Never mind that fact.
The internet. So because of that, I keep it up. And that again is why I'm doing this. Is I don't want to be, oh, by the way, guys, this month I can only stream half days the entire month because every night I'm doing private react videos for people who paid for them and you'll never see them. No, I don't want to do that.
Hold the fuck on. No. Imagine, let's do a quick calculation. It won't take long, honestly. So imagine if Phil gives up every evening stream to do private react videos, okay? Phil streams 6 days a week. The other day, he's got off. So you could argue Phil's streaming, 25, 26, well, really, it's like 27 or 28 days of that month, give or take. He is actually streaming. And he's got his days off, whatever. But then you gotta fucking keep in mind, that's like Patreon. If he's fucking doing like fucking Patreon videos every single fucking day, he can't do night streams anymore because he's doing fucking Patreon react videos. That's like $300 a day. 300 times 28 is, I'm not even going to try and work out in my head because I'm dumb and I'm tired. But you get what I'm saying, though. That'll be a lot more extra money that Phil would earn, outside of night streams. Because the night streams are fucking terrible for Phil financially. Phil would actually be so much fucking better off if he was so busy with Patreon react content every single fucking evening that he couldn't do the night streams anymore. Which, to be honest, are not fucking meaningful whatsoever. Phil was usually falling asleep for the fucking night streams. Phil was usually fucking really pushing hard for contributions because nobody's bothering the horse.
I don't want to do that, okay? That's not who I want to become. So, even though I'm definitely enjoying doing the private react stuff, I basically have to keep it under control, all right? And what I mean by that is I have to limit the amount of requests that I can take, and I also have to limit the subject matter, because if people are coming in and having me react to really nasty things, obviously, number one, that could get me in trouble, and number two, I don't want to be doing toxic videos and things all year.
I'm confused how it would get Phil into trouble, because he has already stated that once he makes the video for the person requesting it, it is their content. Phil has already explained this to people before, that once he has finished making the video, this private video, for the fucking person that paid for it, it then becomes theirs to do with as they wish, whether they want to upload it or not. So why would Phil get into trouble for something that he has given someone else ownership of? I can't understand that logic.
You know what I'm saying? So, basically, it's been interesting, because as the requests come in, I field them, I look at the videos people want me to react to, and I judge for myself, is this something good or not, and then I either accept or deny the request. And really, it's been under control, but this month, I really feel like it got out of my control, because I had people who had pledged in November, but they had pledged late in November, so I didn't know exactly what videos they wanted, and then people pledged on the 1st of December, and this queued up a bunch of videos, and I thought I had maybe 4 or 5 videos to make, okay? So I set aside last night, and I said, I gotta do these videos sooner rather than later. This weekend, we got the Street Fighter 6 beta. The weekend after that, it's Christmas with my Christmas events and time off, so I want to get these done to live up to the expectations of my patrons, all right? And so last night, there was no stream, and instead, I sat down to do these reacts, all right? And I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of wish that I had reviewed them earlier. First of all, there wasn't 4, there were 6. Oops. Now, for those who don't know, when people are pledging for these videos, I'm committing to a 20 to 30 minute long video. Minimum. Okay? So, in these cases, I mean, that's at least 3 hours of recording. That's without the setup, that's without the uploading, that's without the contacting of the people after the fact. Here you go. So, damn. I took a night stream off to do this, and literally I have more work lined up for me than I would normally do in a night stream. That's, oops. So I kind of screwed up there, and that's my fault, because I didn't review the requests fully before I took him on. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, and this is another problem. I didn't review all the content. I reviewed most of them, and then there was one or two of them I didn't look. And in particular, one person wanted me to react to official music videos of an actual American singer. Now, herein lies the problem with that. You would think reacting to music videos would be fair use. In fact, legally, per what that judge had ruled a year or two ago, it technically should be considered fair use on YouTube for you to react to a music video. The problem is YouTube doesn't care. YouTube wants to legally protect its own butt. And so when you react to content on YouTube, if that content is in the algorithm to be checked for content ID, and if it matches that algorithm, you're done. And that means you're going to get muted, you're going to get blocked.
So Phil, it's a fucking Patreon video. The person did not fucking request his video through YouTube. They requested it through your Patreon. So you, as a person suggesting this fucking React content, should have fucking uploaded it elsewhere outside of YouTube. You could have fucking literally uploaded it as a separate video anywhere else in the fucking web, internet. Anywhere else it would have allowed you to upload fucking videos. Why are you fucking restricting your fucking uploads to only be on fucking YouTube? Yeah, exactly. Piece of piece. Well, literally send them a Google Drive file. Exactly. But Phil's like, no, it has to be on YouTube. I have to be able to fucking do this on YouTube. YouTube has to allow it. Fuck the fuck off, Phil. You lazy fucking bum.
You're going to get claimed. You're going to get copyright stricken down. Okay? So, basically what happened was, I was asked to react to 6 different music videos for this particular artist. Alright? I did the video. But I even named the video as I uploaded it to YouTube. You will be lucky as hell if this doesn't get blocked. Okay? So last night I uploaded this video. Alright? And I immediately, as I uploaded it, notified the person. I said, you should watch it right away, because I guarantee you this will get blocked if you don't watch it. Okay? So it goes live. Maybe for an hour there's nothing. Then all of a sudden, boom, first content ID match. It gets claimed by a studio. And that's okay, because it wasn't blocked. It was just claimed, which then meant all ad revenue would go to the studio. Well, I wasn't running ads on it anyway. Now it probably did have ads on it for that studio. Okay? So luckily, this video had about maybe a 12-hour window where it was viewable on YouTube. So this person could watch their video. And they did. I confirmed the person did see it. Hell, they even liked it. Okay? But then...
Hold the fuck on. Phil, riddle me this, Philbert. If Slayer managed to upload the video onto his own channel, and you only upload the videos to your own channel to YouTube without giving people a download link, does that mean Slayer illegally downloaded a video from your fucking YouTube channel? I thought you hated it when people did that. I thought you said that was illegal. Why is that? Why is that something you've not fucking, criticised Slayer for? Because I could have sworn Phil hated it when people did that. Yeah, and it's very strange for Phil to not suddenly have no fucking problem with people doing that to his fucking YouTube content. Perfectly fucking fine when Slayer wants to fucking rip videos from Phil's channel.
And this morning, as I'm sitting here setting up for this morning's stream, I get an email. Copyright claim. Your video has been completely blocked from YouTube. From worldwide something. I don't even know what this is. Because one of the things that were there was basically I guess one of the videos was actually taken from like a late night talk show, and the late night talk show completely blocks anyone who re-uploads the talk show footage on YouTube. So the video has been completely blocked and no one can watch it. So thankfully I got it up right away and immediately contacted the person. I see there's views on the video. I know they watched it. So hopefully that was good enough for them, and if they wanted, they could have downloaded it in that 12-hour time frame.
It sounds to me like Phil is very publicly admitting that he has committed a crime. At least, maybe not a crime, but he has knowingly and blatantly flouted YouTube's regulations. He was uploading content fully aware that YouTube did not allow this to be on their fucking channel. He was aware of the probability that he would get copyright claims, and yet he went ahead and did it anyway. which means that YouTube could potentially see this and go, hang on a second, you are completely complicit in this, you are very understanding of the rules and regulations, and yet you went ahead and did it anyway for your own personal financial gain. Phil, this is a very dangerous thing that you're admitting to right now on your own YouTube channel. We're talking about how you tried to rip off YouTube.
Now that the video is blocked, I don't think you can even download it anymore. I think it's like, it's done. You can't even access it anymore. So this is the dangers of doing a private react video, both for me and the patron, because I can't help if that happens. You know, all I could do, I could attempt to maybe re-upload that video somewhere else, but the thing is, the video is like 30 plus minutes long, and a lot of these places don't allow you to upload longer videos like that unless you have like a paid account, which I'm not going to do. And even then, good luck uploading it to another site, because likely they will also get blocked or claimed if it's copyrighted material, you know. And of course, with the patron, the risk here is, what if you request something, you pay for it, I film the entire video, I upload it, my responsibility's done. You took the risk by asking.
Are you fucking kidding me, you lazy prick? My responsibility's done, but no, you got paid to fucking provide someone some content, and you could not fucking deliver that content to them. No, you fucking do it on your own YouTube, knowing full well the probability of it getting fucking blocked. The onus is on you to fucking deliver the thing you were fucking paid to fucking deliver. Prophet's asking why is he uploading his private videos instead of just sending it to him directly. Excellent fucking question, Prophet. I'm confused as well. I actually thought Phil did that. I'm surprised that Phil is doing this all on his own fucking YouTube channel. I'm surprised as hell that he is actually still. Although, why is it surprising? It's the fucking simplest option for Phil. It's the easiest fucking option for Phil. It's right fucking. It's what he does every single fucking day anyway. He fucking clicks upload to fucking YouTube. So why are we fucking surprised by now that Phil is such a lazy bastard about this kind of thing?
Me to directly respond to copywritten content.
Let me rewind this.
Of course, with the patron, the risk here is, what if you request something, you pay for it, I film the entire video, I upload it, my responsibility's done. You took the risk by asking me to directly respond to copywritten content, and then it gets blocked or whatever. That's a risk. It always will be a risk for someone who's requesting that style of content, and I hope you understand that. You know, I'm okay with doing it, but there's definitely risk involved in that. Okay, and so it is what it is. I hope this person enjoyed their video. For the most part, if I have any issues with these private videos, it'll be the video gets partially blocked in a certain country. For example, one of the videos I did last night had K-pop music in it, and it was partially blocked in Russia.
I wonder which fucking Patreon requested that. Slayer?
So apparently the Russians really have issues with K-pop. Outside of that, the video was fine. I had another few videos that got claimed, meaning they're ineligible for advertisement rights because studios claim them, but at least those are visible. Okay? Anyway, last night I really hunkered down. I started recording at 6 p.m. I actually didn't finish recording till 10 p.m. And then I uploaded and everything. It was a long night for me, but I got it done. All the private patron react videos have been completed. So 2 thumbs up for that. I'm glad, because now I can focus just on the streaming content for the rest of the month. But if you are interested in getting a private video made, you can always contact me ahead of time by emailing me at darksidefil@hotmail.com and asking if it would be okay for me to react to a certain kind of content. If you just directly pledge to my Patreon without asking, there is a risk that I might reject it and I might refund your money. If I accept a private react, you know, what do they call that when you take on a job like that? A commission. That's what it's called. Essentially, I'm accepting a commission to make a video for you. If I accept one and I make the video and then YouTube blocks it, that's not on me. You know, you're the one who picked the content and you took the risk. So that's how it works, okay? So just throwing that out there, and that's where I was last night. Now you know the skinny on how it works. It's not related at all to my YouTube content here. It's completely disconnected. It really is. But if you're interested, check.
So I would disagree with that for one simple fucking reason. You're uploading it all on your own fucking YouTube channel. Yes, you're fucking private in it or unlisted or whatever, but because it's directly fucking uploaded onto your own fucking YouTube channel, therefore you're somewhat putting your fucking YouTube channel at risk by uploading copyrighted material, which could get your channel into trouble, which means people might not be able to fucking see your channel if you get into enough fucking trouble because you keep uploading copyrighted material to it. You dumb motherfucker. How? Imagine just fucking like that. There's nothing to do with me. YouTube's fucking complaining all that shit. There's nothing to do with me. I made the content, but I didn't request the content. Someone else fucking paid for the fucking content. I just fucking made it for them. Go fucking have a go at them, YouTube. Don't have a go at me just because I fucking made it and fucking uploaded it to my own fucking channel. Dumb bastard, man.
Check out my Patreon, and we'll go from there. Fair enough? Okay, thank you. Now we got that segment out of the way. Why did I talk about that long? Because I wanted to let you know, because we got it out of the way, now I have a full week of streaming without any kind of other stuff going on. So today, full streaming day. Yes. What are we doing today? Well, obviously we're doing a podcast, but when this show is done, we're jumping back into Pokemon Scarlet today. Last time around, we actually had the most productive Pokemon stream so far in this playthrough. We did not one, but two different gym badge fights. We had a Titan Pokemon that we took down, and we took out another Team Star base. So we did a ton of stuff, a ton of progress. We even named several Pokemon last time, too. I think it was at least 2 or 3 Pokemon, which we named during the last stream, okay? So today, as usual, during a Pokemon Scarlet stream, there's a few special things in effect. Number 1, if you would like to name any of the Pokemon in the playthrough that are not yet named, for $25, you can name that Pokemon, and that Pokemon will immediately be put into my party to be used for today's stream.
I mean, to be fucking honest, Phil, would you fucking saying that? You might as well just fucking pay $50 to get your fucking thoughts for 30 odd minutes on any subject in the fucking world, which is not fucking copyrighted. $25 to name a fucking Pokemon's very fucking steep when you compare it to fucking $50 for a fucking half-hour react. Both of them are fucking, in my opinion, both of them are fucking worthless. But imagine going from, you can get this fucking incredibly meaningful, fucking robust content from me, specially made for you if you're a fucking $50 Patreon. Or for $25, for half of that, you can name a Pokemon that I'll fucking really use in this fucking game that I'll fucking grow tired of after fucking 2 months. Both of them are fucking worthless to me, but if you didn't have any fucking thought process whatsoever, then surely there's one winner there.
And or, you know, another future 1 or 2 streams depending on, you know, type and use and what I'm doing in the game. In addition, if we hit the $100 tips goal raised today, I will put on the silly Pikachu hat in honor of the Pokemon Scarlet stream.
Excuse me, guys. I want to take a picture of this. Yeah, I think this is thumbnail material, I think. So, pardon me just for a second while I take a picture of this. Don't mind me. Just go about your business, guys. Just do whatever you need to do. I'm just taking a picture of this. Phil and his hat. There we go. Hopefully that'll turn into a nice wee thumbnail later on. I'll have to wait and see. Actually, I might stream that. Who knows? I might include it in my stream if I have time later on. Alright, anyway, back to Bingo. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to take a wee thumbnail.
Now, every single time that we have played Pokemon Scarlet as a daytime stream so far, we've hit the goal and I've worn this silly hat. However, when this was a night stream, we saw a significant decrease in viewership, engagement, and support, and we never, in those 3 streams, we never hit this goal. So, it definitely made sense, and it worked bringing it back to a daytime stream, because then we immediately hit the goal again. Thank you to those who've been supporting the Pokemon streams. I really appreciate that. Hope for another good one today, right? Awesome. Now, I have been seeing some pretty hilarious stuff going on my Pokemon videos on YouTube, and what I mean by that is comments. As you know, I tell people to comment on the videos and leave me your feedback. I've actually been seeing a small group, it's not a large group of people, but a small group of people start to criticize the Pokemon Scarlet playthrough.
Which of you motherfuckers have been on his fucking videos commenting? Is it time to fucking name and shame some of you fuckers? I've gone nowhere fucking near that fucking shite. Alright, hands up. Confess. Who's guilty? Who's part of the small, nasty group? D-Dog. You mean to tell me if I go into a fucking random Pokemon video, I'm gonna see D-Dog's comment? Hold the fuck on. Let's test this very quickly. Very, very quickly. When we cite D-Dog, I know, but let's see if I can find D-Dog. Let's see if we can find a rogue D-Dog in the fucking comments. Which one? 19, 20, 21. D-Dog, give us a fucking video. Tell us a fucking video now. I need to shame you very publicly here, D-Dog. I don't know why I'm doing this. As I see an example. 19. The upload order as well, man. This upload order is so fucking ridiculous, man. We'll start at 19. Shut the fuck up, Phil. Wow, what a fucking comment that was. Wow. Wow. Boop. Wow, what a fucking robust comment that was. Oh, try 20. Wow. What the fuck? What in the fuck? These are the fucking robust comments. What the hell? Okay, let's try 21. Here we fucking goes, actually. Let's boop again, Mike. Who the fuck is this fucking person just putting boop everywhere? Blah 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 blah. It's actually quite a simple reason. Your team sucks because you're constantly using random new Pokemon, meaning you never have strong coverage or cohesion and you still don't understand tight matchups or that stats actually matter. Yeah, I've heard that Phil does not actually train his Pokemon, which is a big thing in this game. He doesn't bother trying to train them up too much, so yeah. They aren't just for show, Phil, especially speed as you learn tier. For example, Lycanroc should have been on one-hit KO for your Vaporeon with Water Pulse, which would have been stab super effective, but instead you kept using Aurora Beam, and the fight was only downhill from there. Did Phil respond to this shit? Also, underestimates or completely forgets TM, teach that damn Raichu surf Lamahal. Teaching Raichu surf in this game, okay, yeah. That's the only critical comment. It's like, no, it's not even a nasty comment. That is a good comment. That's a constructive criticism of a comment. Now, is that what Phil's going to talk about? Who knows? Let's see.
And the comments that I'm reading, quite frankly, I'm baffled. All right, and here's why I'm baffled, because I'm a 14-year content creator, and I've made content for so long that I have seen people go from one attitude entirely to now the other attitude. So allow me to explain. When I first started playing Pokemon many years ago, Pokemon Omega Ruby was my first...
I'm going to fucking stop you right fucking there, Phil. You turned a topic where you're talking about, oh, people have been saying things on my recent Pokemon videos. You somehow turned this into a back in the day segment. I am going to go 1.25. 1.5 is too fast. We're going 1.25 speed to try and speed through this because fuck you, Phil, and your fucking back in the day story. I'm a fucking Pokemon expert, all that shit.
First playthrough. And those first couple Pokemon playthroughs, we didn't have any interactivity with an viewing audience. It was just me playing the games for myself, and essentially, I would stick to what I would consider a staple party of Pokemon that I really liked using throughout the course of the playthrough. Now, I'm not saying those Pokemon never changed. I'm just saying that whenever I had a great Pokemon, keep it in the party, level it up, keep it in the party, teach it more abilities, keep it going. And I would do that for a lot of the playthrough. What happened was, people would complain. Wow, Phil, I mean, yeah, you're doing well in the playthrough, but basically it makes it not very entertaining to watch because you have a tough and strong and well-balanced party of Pokemon. You steamroll the game. In any situation, you have a Pokemon that's adapted to that situation, and you just toss them out there and you dominate, and there's no real feeling of risk. There's no feeling that you're ever going to lose a fight. These games are already kind of easy, and you basically are cheesing the game to win, right? And that's it's not very entertaining. And that was a direct criticism that I used to get from my earlier Pokemon playthroughs back in the day, okay?
It's a constructive piece of criticism as well. Phil, don't just say it's criticism. Please be aware that it is constructive criticism. They told you what the issue was. They explained why it's an issue. They didn't just say, oh, it's fucking shite, it's boring. No, they explained to you exactly what the fucking problem was. So, don't just call it fucking criticism. It was constructive.
So over the years, I adapted and I changed. What am I today? I'm an interactive streamer. Now, excuse me. I'm going to turn away from the mic while I burp. In regards to
we can still hear you, you fucking sick bastard. And Steve is asking, does this count as people saying, yeah, I think so. He's probably said it anyway, I just fucking missed it. I'll count it.
On playthroughs I do today, I have a completely different attitude and a completely different mentality. Now, you dictate what happens on these streams. If people want to name a Pokemon, go for it, and that Pokemon joins the party. And that Pokemon may or may not be geared towards the fight I'm about to do. And we've seen a couple times in this particular playthrough where I went to a gym battle, my Pokemon not only were underleveled, but they weren't the right type for the gym fight, and I narrowly got by the skin of my teeth. Hell, I just lost a fight to Nemona, who's your rival in the game, because all my Pokemon were not the right type for that fight, and I didn't even know what I was going to fight. in that particular case. It was just the Pokemon that had, at the time, been chosen by the viewers. And I got my ass handed to me. And I'm like, wow. I felt like it was kind of cheap because she had a Pokemon that literally insta-killed everyone in my party with one hit and always went first. So I don't know how I was supposed to beat it. But the point I'm making here is there's either I play to the best of my ability and my knowledge of Pokemon, and I have a well-balanced party, and I literally adapt to every situation, and I trounce the game, or I put the power in your hands, and it's a more interactive and fun experience in that way, where you never know what's going to happen. We don't know what the Pokemon that I have are going to be, apt for that challenge that's coming up, and there's a lot more air of mystery, a lot more air of suspense, especially some of the gym fights we've had and things have actually been quite suspenseful in this playthrough so far, correct? So, what's funny is I'm seeing comments on my videos now saying, man, Phil, this playthrough sucks. You act like you're an idiot to Pokemon, but you played Pokemon for the longest time, but look at your choices. You got the wrong Pokemon in your party. I can't believe you lost a fight to Nimona. No one ever loses a fight to Nimona. And this is an embarrassment and your playthrough sucks. I'm serious. These are the
I mean, that sounds kind of like the comment that I just read earlier on there, except why am I getting tagged in Phil's chat? Who the fuck is Muddy Puddles and why am I getting fucking tagged in Phil's fucking chat? The fuck? Guys, reminder, no touching the poop. Don't fucking try and interfere with Bingo directly with Phil. Let it happen naturally. What the fuck? No, fuck off. Fuck off. Right. I completely fucking lost my train of thought. I actually forget what I was fucking talking about. Fuck off.
comments that people are leaving on my videos now, and I'm like, so basically I've been around long enough as a content creator that I went from doing it one way and it was boring because I was doing it that way, so I changed it up and I do it the other way, and that's just wrong. So basically you can't please anyone. You do it one way, it's wrong. You do it the other way, it's wrong. Well, for me, I love playing Pokemon with you guys. I love giving you the power to choose what you want. If you want to name a Pokemon, if you want that Pokemon in my party or whatever, I'm okay with that. And I think it is more challenging to maybe try to win certain fights in certain situations when you don't have the 100% appropriate party at all times at your disposal. In fact, I think it's quite interesting and fun to be taking this on and having an air of challenge to it rather than just trouncing the game and stomping all your enemies into opposition because you always have the well-balanced party. So,
stomping all your enemies into opposition. Did I just hear that right? I know we're going a bit faster than normal speed.
Taking this on and having an air of challenge to it rather than just trouncing the game and stomping all your enemies into opposition because you always have the well-balanced party.
I don't think that makes sense.
So, as long as I continue to see attendance, engagement, and support on the live streams, I don't think there's a problem with what we're doing. Maybe we will have a group of people who just don't like the fact that I'm not playing Pokemon right, but I think these are fun streams, no? And I will agree with people that if you're always trying to play the optimal, it gets a little boring. And who cares about seeing you play the optimal?
Well, you literally fucking cried last night about fucking Warzone. And you're saying, oh, fucking Warzone, you see all these fucking other streamers trying to fucking entertain their audience and run about all the fucking place and just going in guns blazing. And I was like, no, that's not the way you fucking play the game. You're fucking meant to play the game to win. The game's about fucking winning. It's not about fucking trying to entertain your audience. You literally said this yesterday. Phil changes his mind once again on what the fucking point of playing a video game for an audience is as a streamer. For fuck's sake, Phil. Why is he so frequently, constantly contradictory? It is unbearable to keep up with this fucking nonsensical fucking flip-flopping here. It really is. I think he's generally trying to fucking cause an aneurysm or something, and most of us trying to keep track of it and keep tabs on him.
When everyone else is already done. Am I a Pokemon authority? No, of course I'm not. Do you think anyone is tuning in to DSP Gaming to see a very high level tutorial style walkthrough of Pokemon Scarlet where you learn how every type of counters every time? No. This is quite the opposite. People come here to relax and chill, to see someone who's not well versed in a game, try to get through it, and have a fun and interactive time with the audience, right? That's what people are here for. I have no notions of anything otherwise. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I just found it really weird. These are the comments I'm getting. I'm like, whose channel do you think you're watching? Right? Like, this is not that Nintendo Capri Sun guy, whatever the hell his name is, or, you know, people who just sit here and play Nintendo games at a high level. This is the DSP Gaming channel. I've been around for 14 years. You'd think by now you'd know what the gimmick is on the channel. The gimmick is this guy right here, Jasper Kitty. Jasper the cat. By the way, there's something else I would like to bring up as well. in regards to Jasper Kitty, all right, who will be here for this stream today, by the way. He'll be able to join us today if he'd like. Wow, he looks really nice on camera today, doesn't he? That's a really good shot of Jasper. You guys almost never get a good shot of Jasper. Look at that. Jasper Kitty, look at the camera. Look right here. He turns away. Look up here. Look up here. He won't look. Jasper Kitty, up here. Look. Up here. Jasper. He's rubbing the microphone with his face. What a nice shot of Jasper Kitty. You look really good today, buddy. You know, the lighting in here is good today. So anyway, what I would like to say is, people have actually asked me over the years, because now Jasper's been part of my life for several years, and he's been in many videos, and people ask me, Phil, why don't you monetize your cat? I'm serious. They're like, Phil, why don't you sell merchandise of Jasper Kitty, right?
Are you fucking kidding me on? Like, why don't you merchandise or monetize your cat? You already charge people $2,000 to fucking see him. Your fans had to pay $2,000 just so you could fucking reveal to everyone, I've got a cat, by the way. Thanks for the fucking money. And you're fucking scoffing at the idea of fucking trying to monetize him more?
Why don't you have segments dedicated to Jasper Kitty? Why don't you have an Instagram for Jasper Kitty? And as much as I feel like that probably would work, let's be honest, people love cute animals, and Jasper Kitty is a very cute cat, right? And he's also very silly. I just don't feel like I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, I would love to buy a shirt of Jasper, or, do something in relation to Jasper, but I don't feel like that's something that I want to do. Jasper is an awesome cat. He's an awesome part of my family. I love having him as our pet, and I don't necessarily want him to be in the public eye all the time. I don't want people talking about him. I don't want, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy him being a part of my life. Every once in a while, he jumps on the stream, and it's not a big deal. But I know for a fact there's content creators out there, they have a pet. Immediately, that pet becomes the focus. Oh, there's shirts, there's merch, there's the exclusive stream of that pet, there's a fucking Instagram and a TikTok account for that pet, and then they monetize the fuck out of it. All right? I don't want to do that. I think that Jasper enjoys having a nice private life here, and he doesn't want to be constantly thrown out on the internet. You know what I mean? He enjoys having a nice, normal kitty life here in our home. And I don't want to have it just be the Jasper show. It's ridiculous. Okay, so people do that, and again, I'm not going to sit here and crap all over that. More power to you. If you found a way to cash in on your cute pet and it becomes a way to bank on them, go for it. There's so many people who found a way to make that bag in life, and I don't take advantage of many or any of those, right? I don't want to do that with Jasper, all right? So please understand that. That's what I'm staying away from that for, because some people do all the time. Can we have the Jasper cam? Why doesn't he have his own Instagram? This is why, because I want to do this. I don't want to do Jasper as a business. I want to have Jasper as part of my life, as part of my family, and I want to have this be my business. You see? So,
I mean, there's so much bloody contradictions and hypocrisy there, but never mind all that. That's a wee bingo anyway. So that's one bingo down.
I hope you understand that, guys. Really. I hope you understand that. And, some people don't. Some people just say, oh, another opportunity, right? Another opportunity. You know what Plum Girl just said? Low key, though, it's too bad more people don't keep putting their kids online like Phil wants to protect Jasper. You're absolutely right, because, Kat has actually watched some stuff recently of these fucking family YouTubers. And they literally have 1 million kids, and they put all the kids on the internet, including their full names, where they go to school, they monetize every piece of their life. They go grocery shopping, and they buy $2,000 carts of groceries. It's ridiculous what this business that's now on YouTube, the way that people take what should be private, and they make it public for money, right? Listen, that's a dangerous thing to do. I can personally attest to it, because I used to be like that. Remember, every piece of my personal life, I used to share with you guys in videos and vlogs, and that was a huge mistake. And I know that now, after many years of doing it and seeing it all blow up back in my face, right? So now I've learned. But man, these people are fucking stupid. The level that they go just to make $1. And so please understand, that's why you don't see Jasper in content as much. If he's in here and he wants to jump on the stream and play around a little bit, that's awesome. Every once in a while, I'll share a picture of him, which is fine. But I'm not going to be, where's...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much. A profit for Super Chat. It says, narcissism segment, Jasper would take attention away from Phil. I kind of actually thought that when Phil brought up that this is not going to be a Jasper show. I kind of thought to myself, yeah, Phil's actually a bit jealous of his cat if his cat gets more attention than he does. He doesn't want that spotlight taken away from him, which is kind of he's done in the past.
And play around a little bit, that's awesome. Every once in a while, I'll share a picture of him, which is fine. But I'm not going to be, where's the Jasper shirts? I don't understand, Phil. Jasper, you revealed him on your streams 2-3 years ago. There's no Jasper merch. There's no Jasper account. You're right, because that's not what I'm about. All right, I'm not going to do that shit. A lot of content creators do that, and I'll be honest, I feel it's exploitative. I really do. That's my take. You can disagree, and listen, I'm not going to shit on their ability to make money. Let them do it.
Well, you charged your fans $2,000 just to fucking tell them you had a goddamn cat in the first place. If that's not exploitative, I don't know what is.
what they want. I think it's kind of fucked up to take your pet or family member and make them your dollar sign instead of the content you're putting out on the internet. Okay? Okay. So there you have it. Now, let's talk schedule for the week because I have big, monstrous updates. Monstrous updates in regards to the schedule this week. Are you ready? JJNS wants me to take shorts of Jasper watching woodland creatures in the backyard. I'll think about it. Okay. What are we doing? Well, today is the main stream is Pokemon, as I already stated. I'm excited for this. Usually the Pokemon streams are very chill and fun and interactive. We get some Pokemon who get named. Hopefully we'll get a silly Pikachu hat. And we have a great relaxing time. Tonight's late stream, which is happening at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is more Modern Warfare 2 Warzone. The last time that I played Warzone, I made top 3 not once but twice. I almost won a match. And I don't know what I'm doing. So, if that doesn't say anything about the level of people who play Warzone, I don't know what does. But you guys want a Warzone. I played it 3 sessions, and I'm almost winning already. That's pretty sad and interesting at the same time. So, I'm definitely excited for more Warzone tonight. I certainly hope that I can maybe make top 10 again, maybe top 3 again. What I would definitely like to see is what we used to do back with Black Ops 4 Blackout. Does anyone remember what we used to do many years ago? So here's how it would work. People would give me incentive. They would say, Phil, if you can make top 10, you know, I'll tip you $5. And then I would be like, damn, if I can actually...
Is he serious? Oh my fucking god. He's actually... There's no words. There is no words.
Remember what we used to do many years ago? So here's how it would work. People would give me incentive. They would say, Phil, if you can make top 10, you know, I'll tip you $5. And then I would be like, damn, if I can actually, you know, get a reward for doing really well, I guess I have to try to do really well, right? And it wasn't just tipping, you know, back then it was cheers and everything. Today it would be super chat. But those were incentives to do well. And I would actually try hard to actually win, you know? That would be nice. I'm not saying that has to happen every single time. I'm just saying that would be kind of something, an interesting incentive to try to work, to win and survive, you know? The streams are fun because we get to interact, because we get to have conversation in those earlier minutes of the show. And then as it get down to the nitty gritty, the top 30, the top 20, then it gets suspenseful as the rings are coming in. So I definitely feel like Warzone's getting better, especially that last stream where I did really well. We had some hilarious moments as well during that stream. So I hope you'll tune in tonight. We'll see what happens. Even if I don't do well, who cares? It's still a great time. But I think that you guys will enjoy Warzone tonight. If you can attend, please swing by. Again, as long as attendance, engagement, and support stays consistently good on the Warzone streams, I'm okay with keeping these into my regular rotation of content. Okay? All right. Tomorrow, we're doing something new. It is a new game release, High on Life, which actually is getting pretty good reviews from those who've played it. And so I'll be playing it as the main gameplay stream tomorrow. 3 hours of the High on Life first-person shooter. This is the game from the makers of Rick and Morty. It has the same voice acting as the same...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Brad Burney for the super chat. It says, stop begging for a week so he's got to make up for lost ground. That's kind of what I was thinking as well, to be honest. I mean, yeah, he's definitely making up for lost time.
The makers of Rick and Morty. It has the same voice acting, it has the same kind of art style and writing, but it's not Rick and Morty, but it's kind of that similar kind of game slash writing. And I'm interested in checking it out. It's on Game Pass. I'm going to give it a shot tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Now, tomorrow night, I have an important announcement. Tomorrow night, I made a decision. The late stream on Tuesday night will be God of War Ragnarok. What? Why am I playing God of War Ragnarok on a Tuesday night, the last stream of the week? You know, what's going on?
That's actually a surprise to me because I didn't think he was actually going to sacrifice it to a night stream. I thought he needed the day streams as much as possible because there's an extra hour of content to get through it. So he's finally kind of seen... Money's finally starting to talk, essentially. Money has talked so much that he's now pushing it to a night stream where it'll take longer for him to get through the game.
Alright, here's why I'm doing that. Because yesterday, when I played God of War Ragnarok, I failed. And that, actually, it made me feel bad for multiple reasons. Alright, let me explain. Number one, I wanted to make progress in the game. I literally made no progress in the game whatsoever. It was pretty much a wasted stream if you were looking in regards to, gee, can we actually do something meaningful in the game? There was nothing meaningful that happened yesterday. Okay? Number two, I disappointed people who were looking forward to maybe more exploration or story advancement because I became stubborn. And when I get stubborn, I want to dedicate myself to doing something, and I tell myself, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Take a look at my Elden Ring playthrough, where several times I ended up fighting bosses for entire streams and then still couldn't beat them. Case in point, that's exactly what happened yesterday. There was a boss. It's pretty much, people are telling me it's the second hardest boss in the game, where you have to fight 3 bosses at once. It's one of the hardest berserker fights in the game. And I just sat there like an idiot, playing it for 2.5 hours instead of saying, all right, fuck this, let's do something else. And my pig-headedness and my stubbornness disappointed my audience, and people got very upset with me. And I was contacted by several people behind the scenes last night who yelled at me, and they said, Phil, that's not what you should be doing. You know better. You know, this is not Elden Ring. People wanted to see you make progress, and you didn't. And why did you do that? Because now you disappointed us. And now I felt very sad last night, and I cried. A couple hours, actually, in bed. I was crying in my pillow. My wife turned to me and said, Phil, what's going on? I said, oh, nothing. Nothing, honey. Just, you know, go back to sleep. And then I cried some more for another 2 hours. So, basically, I'm very sorry for what I did yesterday. Because you know, it's one thing to be like, okay, I really want to beat this boss. Okay? It's another thing to say, why am I dedicating an entire stream to this boss when I could just come back later and probably beat it much easier, right? And I have a tough time doing that because I feel in my head that I must triumph when I come across something like that. I do. I get very stubborn. And I just take my head and I smash it against the brick wall. It's like one of these times the brick wall is going to fall instead of my head exploding, which usually doesn't happen, you see? So, I've listened to your feedback, all right? And tomorrow night, we will do a God of War stream on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and we will skip that boss, and we will continue to go in Alfheim to other places and try to do the other content that's there. Apparently, there's another Berserker boss in Alfheim that's easier, which I didn't know. Why would they put the easier boss further into Alfheim where you couldn't go until later? That kind of doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. Why make the easier one later? So it makes me kind of scratch my head. But anyway, we'll try that one. And if I can't beat that one in like a half an hour, fuck that. I'll move on from that one too. But we'll continue to do the content. And then once the Alfheim stuff cleaned up, which probably shouldn't take too long, then we'll go back to the story. Okay? So, there you go. And again, I apologize. I assure you, I did cry about it a lot last night. You know, and I'm sorry for that. I hate disappointing my audience. And I'm sure my wife is wondering what the hell's wrong with me. Okay, Mr. Serious here, right?
The sincerity is just dripping off from that apology. One more time. One more time.
They put me against the wall, and I couldn't move. It was just constant hits against my fucking body. Piece of shit fucking game. Really. So I'm splitting the part. I'm just going to keep playing, obviously. I'm just going to keep playing. I just got to wait for the part to save here. No break today. Guys, it would really be great if you could support the stream. There's been no support in 2 hours. And I'm working my best here to win. We have tons of viewership. Obviously, you guys know how to support the stream. This is my only stream of the day. It sure would be great if you could support in any way. Okay?
Yeah, he's also very, very sorry to his audience for being that guy yesterday.
All right. So, that's the streaming week. Wednesday, I'm off from streaming. Now, Thursday, we're going to do a full day streaming again. And the way I see it is likely we will do Pokemon Scarlet on the first stream. And then the late stream will probably be more High on Life. Okay, a good balance of stuff. The only exception here would be if you guys are absolutely demanding that I do Warzone again right away. But I'm thinking maybe I want to do a little bit more High on Life right away because it's a new game, right? So now here's where the big update is coming, guys. This weekend is the Street Fighter 6 beta, closed beta, Wave 2. And what that means is that if you were previously in the Wave 1 beta, or if you applied for this beta and you've been accepted, you can play it, but it's only an exclusive group of people. It is not an open beta where everyone can play. Since I was already in the Wave 1 beta, I already automatically get into the Wave 2 beta. Now, as you know, I've been excited for this. I've been talking about it for like a week to week and a half because the news is very exciting to find out that I got into it. I really loved doing the beta back in early October. We played it when it came out. It was 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I literally played it all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. It was 6 straight streams of Street Fighter 6. They did well. The viewership was good. The support was good. My channel got a ton of new subscribers as a result. And it actually boosted the popularity of DSP Gaming for like a week. And then it all went away when basically the beta was over and there was no actual additional information about Street Fighter 6. But it is what it is. It actually got pretty good attention on the channel. It actually got more attention than I thought it would because I don't usually play fighting games that often besides retro ones. And I was shocked that many people actually cared, but they did. So that was a good experience for me. All right? So when they announced this Wave 2 beta was coming out, I was like, let's do it again. Let's just go right back to how we did it last time. All day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, 6 straight streams, Street Fighter 6, balls to the wall action, trying to learn the systems, beating the shit out of people, and people beating the shit out of me. Yeah! And I was excited. But you guys didn't seem as excited. All right? I'm just going to be honest. I don't think that you guys shared the same enthusiasm as I did. I think people were excited to see me try the beta again. But I don't think people were like, oh my God, yeah, all weekend again. Wait, huh? But you already did that, right? So I think what it is people do want to see me play Street Fighter 6. But the moment that I said, let's do it all weekend again, people were like, wait, I don't know if I really want to see it that much. Okay? Now, paired with that, all right, there's something else that has happened, all right? I guess it's been made official that this beta will be exactly the same as the last one with a few gameplay changes. So what I mean is they took feedback from people who participated in the first beta, including me, because I gave them feedback about drive impact. I felt that it should be tweaked a bit. And I guess what they're going to do is they're going to tweak the gameplay. And so when we play it again this time, it may feel a little different. There may be some speed changes, some damage changes. The drive impact meter may be different. We'll see. But for all intents and purposes, it's the same beta. Meaning the same characters. Ryu, Ken, Guile, Jamie, Kimberly, Juri, Luke, and... shoot, who was the last character? Oh, Chun-Li. It's the same 8 characters. Okay? They are not putting out any new characters. All right? Now, that's okay, but for me, that is disappointing. And here's why. And I kind of explained this to you guys after that initial beta. Honestly, out of all the characters in that beta that were released, likely characters I would play with would probably be maybe Ryu, maybe Guile, and maybe Chun-Li. But outside of that, I don't feel like any of those characters were my style, right? Like, for example, just during the Game Awards, they showed some footage, the first footage of, what's her name? Manon or Manon? I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I guess she's a French ballerina dance fighter who actually is a grappler hybrid, okay? She basically has moves that will lure you into a situation where you feel safe, and then she has command throws. Or she has moves that lures you into thinking she's going to do a command throw, but then instead she can mix it up and do something different to punish you if you're trying to get out of a command throw, okay? So basically, she's an interesting hybrid mix-up character. That sounds more like my style. Or that big, beefy Marissa character from Italy, who seems like she has tons of super armor style moves and combos. She seems more like a lumbering, slower, but damage dealer that I might really enjoy in this kind of game. If they got E Honda in this, boy, I would be all over E Honda. I've actually liked some of the stuff they've shown, how he has this auto sumo pushes. That's like 4 crumple hits, and then after that you get a free combo if it connects. Or you can even, I think it even has like a guard crush style move. That sounds unique to me. Blanca looks really different because Blanca can utilize a small Blanca toy that walks on the ground and can do setups and traps. So he seems like he could be a really unique character. So I'm looking at all these other characters in the game and I'm like, wow, I can't wait to play as them. And then they announce, oh, the Wave 2 Street Fighter 6 beta is the same characters you just played with 2 months ago. And I'm like, oh man, really? I was really looking forward to trying out some new characters that they're just not available right now. And then on top of that, they announced Street Fighter 6 isn't coming out until June 2nd, 2023. And that's kind of like the kicker for me. Because here's the thing. All right? If Street Fighter 6 was coming out in February, then I would be like, you know what? This may be my last shot to play a ton of it and kind of get ready for that and have a little bit of a head start on everyone else because I get...
Oh, so that's a double bingo. He said, oh. So that's 2 for 1 right there.
to play the game early, right? So it makes sense then for me to be playing the beta and to go crazy, to go in all in on this beta and play as much as I can because that'll prepare me for the game when it comes out. And I can hit the ground running, have some good online matches, tackle all the offline content too. It'll be great. But since this is coming out June 2nd, this likely means there's going to be more waves of betas that likely will have other characters in them, okay? It also probably means that there's going to be other things coming, other announcements, other tweaks. So essentially, with that much time between now and the release of the game, there's no reason for me to be like, I need to go hardcore into this beta. You know what I'm saying? Like, originally that was my attitude because I thought, man, this game could come out at any moment. And now we know it's not coming out for a while, and it kind of does, to me, kill a little bit of the hype for the game, honestly, to have to wait that long. I don't know why it's coming out in June. I hope they have a good reason. I hope maybe they are going to be actively tweaking and improving things like the gameplay balance, the netcode. I hope that it's not from stupid, oh, we want to make quarterly results in a certain thing, so we just release it whenever. That's so dumb when they do make the results or judgments like that. But I digress, all right? The way I see it, I don't need to play the Street Fighter 6 beta this weekend, all right? There's no reason to go crazy and be playing it 3 straight days, 6 straight streams, because you guys are telling me that's not what you want, all right? So officially, I'm here to change my mind and the schedule. It is official. I will not be playing the Street Fighter 6 beta this weekend for 6 streams. I will be playing the Street Fighter 6 beta 3 times. 3 daytime streams. the early stream on Friday, the early stream on Saturday, and the early stream on Sunday. So there will be essentially 9 more hours of the Street Fighter 6 beta being played this weekend, okay? But only the daytime streams. This way, if you're not interested in Street Fighter, you don't have to basically be stuck with a whole weekend not watching DSP Gaming, okay? I felt like if I did an entire weekend against Street Fighter 6, this would probably turn off a lot of people, and I basically felt Captain DCW, I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope that you enjoyed the chill stream today, and I hope that you feel better, because that seems like a bad time.
I'm counting that as dead air. Absolutely.
He had a really bad day. Sorry to hear that. Wow. Jeez. That distracted the hell out of me. What a story. Anyway, so allow me to go through the schedule for the weekend. Friday, Street Fighter 6 beta on the first stream, and likely for that first stream, I'm going to want to readjust and familiarize myself with the game. I will likely try to use Ryu. Why? Because Ryu's the character that I know the best from Street Fighter overall, and I've actually played him in the original beta, and I did the best with him. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Ryu that first day. I'm going to re-watch my Street Fighter 6 beta videos from October to try to get back to where I was, try to learn, okay, drive impact and all that, and try to implement that right away with Ryu on Friday, okay? Then Saturday and Sunday, one day I definitely want to try out Ken, okay? Because Ken looks very different from Ryu in this game with a lot of auto combos, a little bit of mix-ups and things, and I want to give it a shot, okay? So we'll see what happens in regards to that, and go from there. Sunday is up in the air, but I think I might use Guile again or someone else. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But basically, I'll probably use 3 different characters this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, daytime stream. So 9 hours of the Street Fighter 6 beta coming over the course of the weekend. But I will pair those daytime streams with variety on the night streams. Excuse me. So likely Friday night will be Friday night firefights, and we'll do Warzone. Saturday night, we'll probably do a late night stream of Pokemon. And then Sunday, we'll probably do a late night stream of God of War for variety purposes. And then probably Monday, the main stream would be like High on Life, and we'll pair that with maybe Warzone, and then maybe Tuesday, we'll do a major stream of Pokemon and pair that with God of War. You see, we're going to do variety. So this way, again, if you're not completely into Street Fighter, you don't have to avoid DSP Gaming all weekend. You could come back for the variety content, okay? I know that I did it differently in October. I know that this will likely disappoint some people. It is what it is, but I feel like 5+ hours of Street Fighter, 3 days in a row, 15, 16 hours of Street Fighter is a ton. For just an online beta that only has a certain amount of characters. Again, if this beta had new characters that I was super interested in, like Honda, then maybe I would have played it all weekend. But the fact that it's the same as that original beta 2 months ago does actually dissuade me from playing it more. Okay? I hope Capcom's listening too. I know they're not, but I do feel like it's disappointing. If you're gonna do a Wave 2 beta, put out new shit. Don't just put out the same beta twice. Especially for those who already played it, we want something new. Why put out the same beta twice? That doesn't really make any sense. Especially because I guarantee you those characters are ready to go. So, we'll see what happens, alright? So, let's outline the schedule for the week. Today, Pokemon Scarlet and Warzone. Tomorrow, High on Life's premiere and God of War Ragnarok. I'm off on Wednesday, okay? Thursday, Pokemon Scarlet and High on Life. Friday, Street Fighter 6 Beta and Warzone. Saturday, Street Fighter 6 Beta and Pokemon. Sunday, Street Fighter 6 Beta, God of War Ragnarok. Monday, Pokemon and Warzone. Tuesday, High on Life and God of War Ragnarok. Now, that's the rough schedule. That can change. If you guys want something more than something else, we can adjust it on the fly, but that's roughly the schedule for the week, and I hope that sounds much better to you than just Street Fighter all weekend long. Okay? Now, coming up, we've got the Christmas events. On Friday the 23rd is my Christmas Marathon, and on Saturday the 24th, Christmas Eve, is my WWE 2K22 King of Christmas Tournament Simulation Match event. All right? I have an update. I didn't have time last night to look at your nominations for games for the Christmas event because I was filming 6 different React videos. It took me over 4 hours to do so, and I just didn't have time to sit down and look at anything. All right? So I apologize for that because originally that was my idea. My idea was, why not do it when I'm doing everything else and get it done? Well, there was no extra time. In fact, I had less time than I thought I was going to have. Okay? So, either today or tomorrow, I will try to take active time away between the streams or maybe at night after my late stream to sit down to look at your nominations. The first thing I'm going to do, members. members have nominated games, and I'm going to find the most nominated game that members nominated, and that will absolutely be in the marathon for sure. Then I'm going to take the games that you guys, the common viewers, nominated who aren't members, and I'm going to tally up those nominations, and there's going to be a poll you guys are going to vote on, and that poll is going to determine what games will be in the marathon. You'll have about 1 week to vote on that poll before the actual marathon happens, okay? So be on the lookout. I'll obviously post up everywhere and let you know when the poll is live so you can vote. And I'm very interested to see what games you want for the Christmas Marathon. For those who don't know, the way the Christmas Marathon works is on Friday, the 23rd of December. All day long here on DSP Gaming, I'll be broadcasting. I'll be in festive Christmas attire. In fact, I have multiple new attires for this year that I've purchased, plus older ones that I'll be alternating. I will be drinking. I'll be having some spiced peppermint horchata. I'll be having a sake drink that I bought sake and other liqueurs and things to mix with it to make a citrus sake drink. I'll be having White Russians because I bought some Kahlua and vodka to make White Russians with. And I have a very special liquor. That's all I'm going to say. That liquor will only be busted out if we get a contribution of a large denomination. All right? And then I will do a shot of that special liquor live on stream. But it will only be for special contributions, and I'm telling you, I know you guys are gonna absolutely positively love it, because I looked at it, I was like, this is a really good idea that I think people are gonna enjoy. All right, so all that will be happening during the Christmas Marathon event, while I'm also playing a variety of games that you guys are picking. Also during that event, there will be a live episode of DSP Tries It, where we're gonna try out a holiday product that I purchased this last week. It is actually a variety. It's not just one item this time, it's a few different things, which I'm excited for, okay? And then, in addition to that, there's a strong possibility we'll also do a Feasting with the King episode that day. We'll order our food, and we'll have a full meal together. The light outside has gotten ridiculously strong, which is why I now look like I'm glowing. So I'm likely going to end up having to close the blinds. But Jasper Kitty is in the window, so I can't do that right now. I have to wait for Jasper Kitty to move, and then I can close the window, okay? Or the blinds, I should say. So that's why I look like I'm like, there's like the sun is coming up from under me and about to vaporize me. That's why it looks like that. It's not like I'm trying to look like a villain in lighting or anything here, but that's why I look weird. Okay. It's getting worse, too. All right. Now, the next day, Saturday, the 24th of December, Christmas Eve, I will only be doing one stream, and that stream will be the WWE 2K22 King of Christmas Tournament sim matches. During that stream, we're going to do a series of simulation matches where icons of Christmas will be duking it out for a chance to win the King of Christmas title. Previous entries have been characters such as Frosty the Snowman, the Krampus, Scrooge himself, Jesus Christ, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, a weird gingerbread man, and many, 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 many others, okay? So, based on what characters people have created in WWE this year, we're going to do a series of matches, probably 3 to 4 qualification matches. Each will be a gimmick match. Maybe one I'll do a tables match, one I'll do a falls count anywhere. You know, we'll do different gimmick matches, and I'll also see if there's, like, themed rings, because sometimes they do themed holiday arenas and rings, which is nice. This is all going to culminate. Once each match ends and we have a winner, those 4 winners will then go to a final match, the King of Christmas ladder match, where suspended above the Holly Jolly ring will be the King of Christmas title belt. And the 4 people who qualified will be fighting to climb that ladder, grab the belt, and secure the title, King of Christmas 2022. This used to be an annual event I would do every year, and it was actually very exciting. But we stopped doing it. Number 1, because I'll be honest, the sim stuff kind of fell off for a while. People weren't too interested in it. And number 2, the WWE games got worse and worse every year, to the point where one year I bought it and the sim stuff didn't even work. The creative wrestlers crashed the game, and then they didn't even make one the year before. Or the year after. So this year, finally, we can do it. It's going to be exciting. That's my only stream for Christmas Eve. So 2 days of Christmas content here on DSP Gaming that I hope you will join me and enjoy, if at all you can. If not, of course, that will always be on demand here on the channel that you can watch after the fact. Okay? So all that is coming up. I'm excited for that. I hope you guys will join. Last thing that I'd like to do before I get to news. Members goal for the month, 575 concurrent members. We're at 475, so we're 100 away. With all the holiday events coming up, I know that we can hit and the Street Fighter stuff as well, to be honest, this weekend. I know we can hit this goal. All right? If you're not a member, I don't know what you're waiting for. You get so many benefits. You help this channel a ton. Please consider becoming a member, or maybe if you had a membership that lapsed, renewing your membership when you can. 'Tis the season of giving. If you want to help out your fellow viewer and someone else who enjoys my content as much as you, dropping a membership gift here on the stream helps this channel a lot and also helps out other people as well. People are waiting in the wings to accept these because at one point we had over 1,000 members. So please consider it. Thank you in advance to anyone who supports the channel. By the way, we essentially have until around Christmas to hit the goal. If we don't do it by then, there was a member bomb last month of around 100 members that's going to expire, and then we're probably never going to hit it, all right, just being honest. So we basically have about roughly 2 weeks left to hit the goal. Now, the reward is the return of the Viewer's Choice playthrough, where you guys nominate and vote on a game that will be a full-on playthrough here on DSP Gaming. Previous events have resulted in really epic and fun playthroughs that have actually lasted and you know, remain some of the best ones I've ever done to this day, and or inspired me to then move on and do other fun things as well. So please consider becoming a member. It helps out in this time of year. You know, having that event happen would be sweet, and we can get people starting to think about what they want to nominate. Okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. Hold on a second. It is now time for news. Let's get into the news. Let's get right into the news. No. I'm not like that idiot. Okay. Our first news story. Elon Musk has confirmed publicly that shortly, though we don't have a date yet, Twitter will now allow you to increase your posts on Twitter to go from 280 characters all the way up to 4,000 characters. You will be able to make posts that are over 10 times longer than what you used to be able to post on Twitter. Essentially, immediately, this is going to eliminate the need for sites like TwitLonger. It's going to become outdated and unnecessary. Okay? Number one. Number two, people will actually be able to post intelligent thoughts on Twitter. And what I mean by that is, for the longest time, Twitter was such a small amount of characters available. Half the time, even trying to get a half intelligent thought out there, you'd have to abbreviate, you'd have to make cut corners, and essentially you just couldn't really do it. It was too hard to say something intelligent on Twitter because of the limitation. So then they went from wasn't it like 100 something to 280? And I think it was around double. In which case now at least you can post up things that are semi-intelligent. But a lot of the times, again, it's hard for you to get a full-on argument or thought out there when it comes to Twitter. So, you know, this is pretty crazy. 4,000. Essentially, I will always be able to say what I want to say on Twitter without any limitations whatsoever. I think that's a good thing. Will people abuse this? Undoubtedly, yes. You're going to find moronic people who are going to be posting up insane nonsense on there now. And they're just going to probably get away with it. You know, it's always a double-edged sword. Progress, that is. So I guess we'll see. But to me, I think this is a good thing. And I hope that it will now become a place for more important and intelligent discourse rather than just people posting up dumb shit. But you know what's really going to happen is that it's going to be now really long-form dumb shit. No, again, sadly, no date on that, though. So we don't know when that'll happen. Okay, it's number one. The next piece of news. It looks like the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters have been leaked to be rated on the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4 per the ESRB. And therefore, because they're being rated for those consoles, it obviously means that they're going to be coming out for them. When? We don't know. If you might say, what the hell are the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters? Well, about a year ago, Square Enix decided to port the classic Final Fantasy games of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Essentially, all the ones before Final Fantasy jumped to 3D. And they basically took those games and remade them to look better and put them out on PC. Okay? Not console. Just PC. I believe also they are doing what do they call it? Oh, mobile. They ported it to the mobile devices as well. All right? And I'll be honest with you, people asked me at the time, Phil, will you play them? I was like, I can't play PC games. If I play something on PC, that takes up my CPU. Just capturing and broadcasting already sometimes eats up 80 to 90% of my CPU. I wish I could play them because these are classics. Some of these I never played. I never played Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, or 5 for you guys. So these are all potential new playthroughs that I could eventually do. In fact, 5 in particular has really good music and really good gameplay. The story kind of lacks, but music and gameplay is outstanding in that game. So these are playthroughs I would love to do. It's not on console, right? Why? So the fact that it sounds like now they will be going to consoles is good. All right? And I'm excited for this. This means that I potentially could do multiple playthroughs of these in the future. If they do come out, the question is, are they going to nickel and dime us? And what I mean by that is, will it be, Final Fantasy 1 is $20. Final Fantasy 2 is $20. Final Fantasy 3 is $20. Will it cost $400 to buy the entire collection of Final Fantasy 1 through 6 on a console? Or will they actually have a nice collection? Will they sell them all for like $60? In which case, I would buy that. I would buy that collection. So I have it on hand, and whenever we have some downtime and we want to play classic Final Fantasy, we could do that. The classic Final Fantasy games are not that long. They're not. They're roughly 20 hours long, maybe. So I think that would fit it perfectly. The kind of content I do. Every once in a while, toss in a classic Final Fantasy. So let's see what happens. We have no pricing yet. We have no release date yet. All we have is the ESRB leak that they're being rated, which means that they're coming. We just don't know when. Okay? Okay. The next piece of news. Elden Ring director Hidetaka Miyazaki has publicly confirmed that the upcoming game Armored Core 6, which was kind of talked about at the Game Awards, will not be a Soulsborne game. Armored Core, a completely different franchise and intellectual property from FromSoft, will not be a Soulsborne game. No shit! I don't know why this is news, but apparently it is. It's not fucking Dark Souls. No shit. Not every game that a company puts out has to be the same kind of game. Even if that style of game is popular, you can have different styles of game. Armored Core is a game that FromSoft was putting out a long, long time ago. And they haven't made one in a very long time. Now they've decided to renew the franchise. Great. Why would you even think it's a fucking Soulsborne game? Are you an idiot? Yes. If you think Armored Core must be a Soulsborne game, you're an actual idiot. That's really all I have to say about that news story, because it's the stupidest one I've ever heard. Why is this news at IGN and other gaming outlets? Oh, Armored Core is not Dark Souls. Oh, really? Well, did you know that Street Fighter 6 is not Resident Evil 9? You fucking idiot. Why do we have to have the... Forget it. The thing is, I know why. Because people are that stupid. People are literally that fucking stupid in 2022. They need to be talked to like a baby. No, it's not. Don't worry. It's not a Soulsborne. Oh, no, no, no. No, you will not have to fight monsters and zombies in Street Fighter 6. Don't worry. People are so fucking dumb. Okay. The last story I have for you guys today, okay, is a confusing one that I'm hoping maybe you guys can help me to understand, because I'm an uninformed idiot. And you know that. That's why I run a show called the Level 1 Podcast, because if it was smart, this would be like the Level 12 or 13 podcast. But we're only at Level 1 because I'm a dunce. So hopefully you can help me. So let's get to it, okay? Free games are coming to Prime Gaming on December 27th, including Dishonored 2, Metal Slug X, Metal Slug 3, Real Bout Fatal Fury, The King of Fighters 2003, The Last Blade 2, Twinkle Star Sprites, and SNK's 40th Anniversary Collection. What the fuck is Prime Gaming? I have Amazon Prime. I've had Amazon Prime for many, many years. So I have Prime Video. I have free shipping when I order things from Amazon, 2-day shipping. What is Prime Gaming? Do I have it? I'm a Prime subscriber. If I have it, why hasn't Amazon ever told me about it? Because they never did. I never got an email. I never got a notice. I never got anything to say that I have Prime Gaming. Again, I don't even know, how does it work? I don't have a Amazon game console. So how do I play games on Prime Gaming? What is Prime Gaming? Can anyone explain? How do I play these games? 672 said he got an email. I didn't get any email. I got no email. There's a Prime Gaming website. Prime Gaming is free video games or DLC. It ranges from Steam keys, GOG keys, codes for games like Pokemon Go, or games directly distributed in their Prime Gaming app. If you go on Twitch, there's a tab for it. I haven't been on Twitch in a year and a half. And I'm not going back and fucking suck my balls. So how does it work? Like right now, for example, let's say I wanted to play the SNK 40th Anniversary Collection, or King of Fighters 2003, or one of the Metal Slug games. Those are cool. How would I do that? The light of Christ is shining upon me today, as you can see. I need to really close that blind, but Jasper will not leave the window. He's still in it. No, I've not been on Twitch since I left actively last year. I made the choice to get the fuck out of there. I have not been back once. I don't go back. Fuck that place. My skin looks like computer paper. Oh, that's nice to know. Thanks. Gaming.amazon.com home. Oh, God. Now, all right, here's the real question. Since there's no console involved, does it mean you have to play those games on PC? Is that what it means? Yes. It's PC only. Well, fuck them. Prime Gaming, fuck you. Oh, you don't need a console. Oh, but you need PC? Well, fuck you then. What a bunch of assholes. Because I want to play those games. I was listening to some of them. Oh, those sound good. Those sound like good games. Those are some games I actually want to play. And like, oh, I gotta play on PC. Can't. Can't play them on PC because of my setup. Oh, well, you're fucked then. So I'm paying you for a service, and you decide to implement a service, but PC only. Okay, fuck you. All right, forget it then. It literally doesn't affect me at all. I can just ignore it. Okay. All right, guys, it's time for shout-outs. This should be a pretty quick segment because there's only one contribution today, and I'm going to take a look at it. So this is from... Oh, it's a troll. I can just ignore it. It's a dollar tip from an idiot. So there you go. I can just ignore the moron. There we go. Okay, never mind. There's no shout-outs today. Zero. Zero shout-outs today. So, since I have no shout-outs whatsoever, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to say to everyone, would you guys like to ask me a question for like 10 minutes? If you tag me in the chat, you ask me a question, I will do my best to answer the question in the chat for about 10 minutes before we switch over and we start playing Pokemon. And yes, I will close the blinds before we start playing Pokemon because I can't see anything right now. It's too bright. Happy holidays to you, my ruin. Can we see Jasper in a Santa hat? Jasper does not like wearing stuff. 2 years ago, we bought a collar for him. It was a Christmas collar with a Christmas-colored bow tie, and like it was like green, like it looked like a tree. He took it off within 10 seconds. We put it on. He's like, yeah. He's just scratching it with his foot. He ripped it right off. He didn't want it, so he will not wear that stuff. I do not own any Pokemon cards and never have. Could I upload patron videos other places? Essentially, I could. The problem is, from what I have to understand, is that a lot of these places have limitations. Like, if you're going to upload a 5-minute video somewhere, okay, big freaking deal. But if you're going to upload a 20 to 30-minute video, a lot of places have very big limitations, like the quality you can upload at, the length of the video. A lot of places require you to have a premium membership. Like, you have to buy a membership to upload. I'm not going to do that. You know, as I said, if you're going to be a patron and you're going to commission a video to be made, it's on you to make sure that what you're doing is something that's going to be acceptable for the internet. You know, yes, asking me to straight up react to a copywritten music video is a risky venture. You don't know who's going to claim said video, who's going to try to block said video. You know, no one can just do whatever they want on the internet. You have to abide by the rules. So, you know, I'm not going to be the one to vet all that. If you're going to finance a video to be made, you should check out for yourself and make sure it makes sense. And if you're asking me, like, for example, Slayer knows when he asked me to react to K-pop videos, there's a strong potential that some of the videos may be blocked and some of the videos may be muted, and he's okay with that. He gets it. You know, that's happened a couple times. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, okay? But it is what it is, you know? But it would be nice if you know, I didn't have to go crazy trying to figure out where to upload alternate places. If I have to, I'll try, but like I said, the problem comes in when you have longer videos, too. If it's a short video, you can probably upload that anywhere. But when you're talking 20, 30 minutes and you want higher quality, now you're talking very limited stuff. And I don't know, you know, I have to look into it. Maybe Google Drive, maybe some of these other websites. Jasper's licking my toe. That's very silly. I'm going to close the blinds now because Jasper's finally out of the window. He was up there for like 15 minutes. There we go. Oh. That sun came out in full force. Dude, it was like super bright out there. I couldn't see anything. Oh, now I really can't see anything. Now my eyes are all screwed up from it. Hold on, everyone. I gotta get my eyes to adjust. I'm seeing green. You know when you see bright lights reflected or on the floor or sunlight, you get that green shit in your eyes? I was like blind. Are you guys still there? Is there still a podcast going on? Holy moly. Alex from Phoenix just did a super chat. Says, Phil, I haven't been here in a while. I've been enjoying God of War. Should have won Game of the Year. Glad to be back. Can't wait for High on Life. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Alex from Phoenix. And I, too, am loving God of War. And I'm going to balance it with everything else I'm doing. At this point, it seems like I might not finish it till the end of December, the rate we're going. But that's okay, because if it's literally the last video that or the last playthrough I finished this year before my Game of the Year awards, I guess it would make sense. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Darth Golbach said something about Disney Dreamlight Valley and then deleted his message, so I can't read it. Does YouTube put ads on privated videos? When you upload a video to YouTube, you have the option if you want to monetize it or not. For private patron React videos, they are always demonetized for me. I'm not going to monetize a video that someone already paid for. That doesn't make sense. Now, if that video gets claimed by a third party, they put ads on the video, and I have absolutely no control over that whatsoever. So it's very possible someone requests a music video, I react to it, it gets claimed, and now there's ads all over the video, and I can't fix that. Okay? Okay. Why aren't I playing Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion? 2 reasons. Number 1, I already played it. It's a game on PSP from ages ago. I already played the game. All right. So it's not anything really new. High on Life is. Number 2, it's lengthy. The game at a minimum would take 20 hours to beat, if not very much longer, because it is an RPG with grinding elements. Right now, I'm already playing a lengthy RPG with grinding elements in Pokemon. I'm already playing another lengthy game in God of War that I need to finish in order to do my Game of the Year awards. So with all that in mind, I don't see how in the holy hell I would play another lengthy RPG style game with grindy elements. I'm not saying I'll never play it. I'm saying it doesn't make any way that I'd be able to do it now, you know? I received a $1 tip from the great Piggly Wiggly. Would I ever consider owning a Tesla if money wasn't an issue? I don't think I would want a Tesla. I don't want a car that's all a computer, that at any moment the thing fucks up and I can't even drive it. I have enough issues with non-computer cars, you know, and really has absolutely nothing to do with Elon Musk. I just want to make that clear, because a lot of people are like, oh, if you don't like Tesla, it must mean you don't like Elon. I don't give a shit about that. I care about the car, and by all reports, Teslas actually have a very high failure rate when it comes to issues. And the reason is because they are very highly, you know, controlled by computers, way more so than other cars are. So I would much rather have a car with less potential for a failure. You know, so the answer is no, I likely would not get a Tesla. Just being honest. Have I ever ridden on a rocket ride? I don't even know what that means, Willow, so I guess the answer is no. Am I going to play Armored Core? I have absolutely no clue. I don't know anything about the franchise. I don't know if it's something that would be good for streaming. That's probably a question more for you guys. If you know more about it and you think it would be catered towards my style or whatever, then maybe, but I don't know anything about it. Please drop Dreamlight Valley. It's 672. We're not playing Dreamlight Valley. We haven't played it in weeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Did I ever play a Pokemon game before I started on YouTube? One. Pokemon Blue, when it was a new game in the 90s. That was the only Pokemon game I had ever played. Carlton Jr., what do you think on DC Comics needs to do to be successful with their non-Batman films? I have no idea. I haven't been following movies, superhero movies in a million years. I don't know much about them. I know that Black Adam tanked. I heard it was probably one of the worst movies made in the last 5 years. Everyone said it was insanely cliche, super boring, and even The Rock couldn't save it, and actually lost a lot of money, which shocked me. Because I thought a superhero movie with The Rock in 2022 was the perfect combination for success. I'm shocked that it's the opposite. I really am. I'm like, whoa. So, I guess it is what it is, right? Dacky, I wanted to try Warhammer Dark Tide, and then it got delayed. It came out for PC, I guess, but it's not coming out for consoles. They don't even have a release date for it, so... Jade is happy I'm wearing my Stone Cold shirt today. Thank you, Jade. Dark Goldbach, yes, we will absolutely be playing Disney Dreamlight Valley as part of the Christmas Marathon. The way it's working right now, there'll be one game chosen by the members. We will do a segment of Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then likely we'll play like 3 games chosen by the viewers, the common viewers. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? Yes, I've been to Six Flags. Great adventure. Is the Red Cyclone in Street Fighter 6? Yes, Zangief is in Street Fighter 6. He's just not in the beta this weekend. Dude, if Zangief was in the beta, I'd be all over it. I definitely want to play Zangief in Street Fighter 6, but same characters apparently, which is very disappointing. Do spiders scare me? Only when they make loud jump scare noises. Nothing can really avoid you being scared by a jump scare noise. So when those spiders come around the corner and they go, ah! You go, oh! But that's usually the only time. Okay. I'm starting to get some really dumb questions, so I think maybe it's time to stop doing the podcast. I mean, when I get questions like, will you give me a back massage? Like, all right, the idiots are out. I think it's time to put the kibosh on this, right? All right, guys. Let us end the Level 1 podcast for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you like the schedule changes. Please leave comments on the show today and let me know what you think. If you're absolutely loving the schedule changes and the variety that I'll be doing now, let me know. If you absolutely hate the schedule changes and you're incredibly upset with me for changing the schedule around, let me know. I want to take in all of your feedback and absorb it into my body like the blob. I just want to suck everything in and it becomes a part of me. Okay? That's really disturbing. All right. So, guys, thank you so very much for watching the show. And I really hope that today I don't get cut off at the end because... Oh! We're still here. Okay, let's get ready. I do have to pee before we start, but it will not be a long break. It'll be like a really short, just run to the bathroom, do a little spurt, and come right back. Come right back. Kind of a deal. Thank you for watching the podcast. Time for Pokemons. And of course, I'll give you the reminder, you can name a Pokemon in this playthrough if you tip $25 or more And if we hit the funding goal of $100 today, you will see the Pikachu hat, which I'd be very happy to wear on stream today. I love wearing it during the Pokemon streams, okay? All right, you guys ready? Let's very briefly take a break for me to just use the restroom. I'm just going to mute the mic, run. I'm not going to monetize you guys. I'm just going to mute the mic, run next door, be right back, and then we're going to play. Be right back. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay? Now it is time. It's a segment that everyone looks forward to. One of the highest rated segments of all time that I've ever done. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Action. Phil's Day Off. What's up, Piggy? Let's get it started. Alrighty, everyone, I'm back. You guys ready for Pokemon action? I hope so. Jackie says, I think Pokemon is a game that would benefit from you having a green screen because there's a lot of menus and HUDs. Yeah, this is a game, no matter where I put the camera, it blocks something. Like, we already know that. Like, no matter what I do, it's always kind of in the way. And there's not much I can really do about that. By the way, we're jumping right in because I did boot the game earlier to make sure that there was no updates, and there were none. So I'm ready to go, okay? All right, are you guys ready to get started? I have a few quick things to cover as we're about to get started. So, everyone, number one, thank you for being here. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for engaging and supporting. As I told you guys, I'm more than happy to keep Pokemon Scarlet as a daytime stream as long as you guys continue to show up, engage, and support with the playthrough. So far, that's happened. When I brought it back to a daytime stream the other day, you guys absolutely supported it. So again, I'm more than happy to keep this in the rotation for now, and thank you guys for continuing to support this playthrough, okay? Today, if you do support the stream, there's many ways you can do that. By liking the stream, it gives it engagement, brings more people to the stream because they see it more in the algorithm, so please consider liking the stream if you're having a good time. A super chat, a super sticker, a tip, a membership, a gifted membership, all those things help. If you would like to name a Pokemon in this playthrough, you can do that for a $25 tip. Each Pokemon basically is 25 bucks. You tip 50 bucks, you can name 2 if you want. The way it works is you can name it anything as long as it's not offensive. It will keep that name for the entirety of the playthrough. And if you name it, I will add that particular Pokemon to the party at least for the entirety of the stream when you name it. I may keep it even longer. For example, if you take a look at my Pokemon right now, Selena, Selena, Goku Bros, Eve, and Ryan Cohen have all been in the party for multiple streams just because they've been useful. So I've kept them in. But, you know, I will likely rotate them out as newer Pokemon get named and added into the party as well. Okay? Last but certainly not least, if we hit the $100 tips goal for today's stream, I'll put on my Pikachu hat and wear it for the rest of the stream. Every single time that we have played this game as a main gameplay stream so far, we have hit that goal. And it'll be great to keep that streak alive. It helps the channel a lot to get that level of support. All right? Before we start, I'm going to blow my nose because I am about to sneeze. It's okay, Jasper. I just sneezed. I'm just going to grab a tissue and blow my nose, and then we're going to begin. You stay right there, buddy. No problem. Don't worry. I want you in here with me when I play Pokemon. This is a good kitty stream. Pokemon stream. Look. Oh, my nose. Jasper, would you lay on the blanket if I brought it out? Hold on. I have an interesting proposition for Jasper Kitty. Every time that he stays in here with me, he lays on the floor in the middle of the floor. What if I brought the nice blanket that I bought him earlier in the year out from the closet and I put it on the floor? Do you think he'll lay on the blanket then? Because I bought it and he never uses it. I want him to use it. Jasper, would you lay on the blanket if I bring it out? You try it. Let's see what happens. I want him to snuggle on his blanket. I bought it 4 months ago. He never uses the darn thing. Okay. Look at this blanket. It's so nice. Look at this. Look how nice this blanket is. It's soft. It's cushy. It looks like deer skin. All right, Jasper Kitty. Put a blanket down here, okay? Hopefully you'll use it. So now I pick the blanket up. I put it over there. He goes to the closet. I'm serious. I pick the blanket up. I put it in the middle of the floor. He goes into the closet now. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he like. I know 672. If he got his scent on the blanket, I know he'd be more apt to use it. I know. Okay. Lee Newley says, "Do you think you should swap those filters? Seems like it could be a reason for your nasal problems." What do you mean? My furnace filter? Likely I will swap it probably like January, because like you guys told me, you probably want to swap them every 3 months or so. So I'll probably go to like Target or Home Depot. I'll probably buy the better filters, and I'll probably swap them out early next year. So, all right, are you guys ready to start? Okay, here we go. All right, everyone. Well,
And And that is the end of the bingo. Phil said I did not, say those things or do those things. It is what it is. There's a couple of things you guys haven't brought to my attention. So 2 seconds we'll see. Just YouTube in general. Hang on. What we're looking for here? What we're looking for? We're on the Twitter. What have we got? Apparently there's something. Hang on. We'll try and find this. Dash, sent something as well.
Champion! Will you stop?
Something for the soundboard. Dash said so. May add that to the soundboard just to try and get Photoshop. Well, hold on 2 seconds. Right, bear with me here. Shush me. So SCP Sophie said that YouTube responded to them about reporting Phil. DSP Gaming is admitting to scamming and copyright infringement by asking his viewers to download it before YouTube copyrights it. So, mind reporting the channel in the official reporting tool if you haven't yet. This page has more info on how to do this, and Sophie responded, yeah, I did. Tons of people have. You need to stop DSP Gaming. And Team YouTube says, when you report a channel, it won't automatically get taken down. Once we confirm that it's violating our community guidelines, we'll act on it. Also, can you check your reporting history to see updates on flagged content or channels? Then Sophie included a video link. And YouTube said, thanks for reporting. We'll pass along at our end as well. Appreciate your patience while the review team takes a look. And there we go. That's some interesting correspondence between Sophie and Team YouTube. I don't think it'll amount to much, because it's just YouTube. I don't have much faith in YouTube adhering to their policies, they don't seem to really pay attention to them when it comes to Phil. As I said earlier on, in the kind of thing. It is what it is. But yeah, we're done with bingo, guys. We're done with bingo. Actually, we need to. There's one thing I forgot to do. We need to. Where's? Hold on. I forgot to set up. Okay. Right, okay. Right, that should be us ready to go. Right, guys, thank you very much for joining us on the DSP Bingo. Sadly, we didn't get a full house today, but it is what it is, And there's always tomorrow. Phil's final day of streaming before his day off the following day, so there's always tomorrow. So join us some more DSP Bingo tomorrow if you can, and we might get a full house tomorrow, hopefully. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, how you should spend it, and thank you very much for joining me for some bingo tonight. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Monday, guys, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo. Join me if you want, and until then, have a good one, guys. Catch you later.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Some very bad timing on my part there. Thank you very much, D-Dog, for the for the super chat there. It says, I feel a bit muddy. Can we do a bingo? Also, can we test the wheel? Bingo is on me. You mean the big random wheel? Hold on a second. Okay, fine. You mean the wheel? Give me a second. I'll see if it works. The wheel of names. Yeah, it's still in the loading probably for me. Big wheel of names. Don't know why. Hopefully we'll sort about tomorrow. So there we go. I don't know why it's not working for me, but I don't know. I'll try a few different things, and I'll have something in mind to try and fix it at my end. It's probably a problem with me as well as the site, probably maybe both. But thank you very much, D-Dog, for a super chat. Very kind of you, very generous. And yes, sorry for almost missing it. sorry for almost missing that. I caught it right just there before the song. But yeah, thank you very much, right, D-Dog. And I do, and yeah, guys. everything should be fine tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Hopefully tomorrow goes well. But until then, guys, have a good one. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Monday. And I'll catch you all tomorrow for some more bingo. Peace out, guys.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.